Welcome to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. My name is Talon Newton, and a special guest alongside me tonight doing the play-by-play, Danny Smith. Danny, how are you doing?
Talon, I am doing great. I am super pumped to step in for, well, you can't really step in for JB. He's a classic, so here I am. I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm excited to be able to call this game with you. Excited to see if Greenbrier can rebound a little bit from their loss earlier this week, and they'll have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I talked to Van Buren's assistant coach before the game. The reason I didn't talk to the head coach was because the head coach is out tonight, unable to make the trip down to Greenbrier here in the pavilion. So,
well, he's missing out. This pavilion is really something. It's been a long time since I've been in here, but just a beautiful arena.
It's a special place. We love it here. We love the PAV, as JB likes to call it.
The PAV, okay.
The PAV,
Good to know. Well, if JB's listening, I'll try to do it justice there.
It should be a good one tonight. Van Buren, they shoot the ball well from outside. A lot of good notes Coach Edmondson kind of gave me before the game. They shoot the ball well. They play fast. I mean, they're just a solid team. And they got moved down from the 6A. They got moved down here into the 5A West. And, you know, their assistant coach said that they felt that the competition in the 5A is just as good, if not better, than some of the competition they were playing in the 6A.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Greenbrier, who lost pretty significantly to Greenwood, and again, Greenwood's going to probably be the team at the end that's going to be there representing this conference. But when they come back in, Talon, talking to the coaches and, of course, watching, what does Greenbrier have to do to be able to stop a Van Buren team that only lost by 1 to Russellville and has played some bigger schools more recently, at least, in Greenbrier?
Yeah, they got to be good themselves. They got to play disciplined. You know, against Greenwood, there were so many turnovers that really hurt. And Greenwood plays this heavy press. You know, you watch it and you think Nolan Richardson off the bat. They are just constantly in your face. They're moving as fast as they possibly can, and they also go 4 deep into the bench. So they have a lot of players they can rotate through and just get up in your face. And whenever you're only rotating 7 players, I mean, those 2 to 3 players, that's a big difference. Those are new bodies out on the floor that can really add to the level of play that Greenwood was able to provide, and Greenbrier just couldn't really bounce back from that. And you saw in the third quarter, I mean, it was almost a tied ball game at halftime. Greenbrier may have been down by 1 or 2, but going into the third quarter, Greenwood went on a 34-3 run.
Yeah, you're not going to win many games giving up that kind of run.
No.
What does Greenbrier learn about their team? I mean, because it's just your second conference game.
Yeah.
So what can you do to maybe say, okay, let's get on from this one. Let's take this next game. Obviously the turnovers, obviously giving up the big runs. Anything else Greenbrier can do, you think that, obviously you said playing within themselves, but who's the key? Who's a player that maybe can step up tonight?
You're going to watch Alex Newland down low. That's going to be the player to watch. Freshman last season, sophomore this year, arguably one of the best centers in the conference. She is the go-to player, spaces the floor well. She shot the 3-ball some this season. She's usually down the post, but she's kind of expanded to the 3-ball, shot it well. So, yeah, Alex Newland's going to be the player to watch.
Right.
We're going to go ahead and send it down the court for the national anthem and the
It'll
starting lineup.
Yes, sir.
To ask you to play, just stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. starting lineups for the Midland Lady Pointers. A 5'9" junior, number 2, Brooklyn Kennedy. A 5'5" senior, number 5, Sunny Harrington. 5'7" senior, number 10, Avery Shelley. 5'6" senior, number 12, Bailey Woodard. And a 5'10" senior, number 15, Elizabeth Rainwater. And now the starting lineups for your Greenbrier Lady Panthers. A senior, number 1, Kylie Griffin. A junior, number 3, Ashton Hopper. A junior, number 21, Michaela Betts. Also a junior, number 23, Emma Green. And a sophomore, number 44, Alex Newland. Lady Panthers are coached by Peyton Edmondson, assistant Brad Banks.
We've got the starting lineups in, and Talon, these guys are just about ready to tip it off here at the pavilion, the PAV, and we'll see what Greenbrier can do to get out to a quick start against the Van Buren Lady Pointers. Their starting lineup out on the court now as well. And Greenbrier is going to get the tip.
Greenbrier's going to push it fast right off the bat.
Yeah.
They love to play at that intense speed.
That kind of speed can really help out, maybe get some good easy momentum. The 3 ball is good. That is number 23, Emma Ream, for 3. That is a great start.
Yeah, she struggled a little bit against Greenwood with that three-point shot. She's usually a pretty consistent three-point shooter, especially for this Greenbrier Panthers team. So getting her off to a good start is going to be really important down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. Van Buren coming around that perimeter, like we mentioned, a perimeter team. Now they're driving in. Looking is going to try to find some help. She gets it to number 12, who's up, and that is going to be a solid block for Alex Newland. You mentioned her in pregame being difficult to being someone who could make this life difficult for Van Buren. They're going to inbound the ball. Looking, 15 is up. Again, that is number 44 with her second block of the game, and this time it's going to be Greenbrier basketball as it touched a Van Buren player on the way out of bounds.
You know, I talked a lot about that, the offense that Alex Newland's going to provide, but she does provide a lot on defense. She's able to get a lot of blocks. I mean, she's got to average at least 2, maybe even 3 blocks per game.
You bet. Greenbrier's going to turn it over, trying to get it to Newland. Here comes Van Buren pushing down. Now drive in, and it looks like, yeah, she's going to take it all the way in. That's a solid miss, rebounded by Ashton Hopper. Greenbrier pressing it down the court. Long pass to the perimeter. Emma Ream, who hit the 3 earlier, now passes it back to Michaela Betts, who's getting it to Kylie Griffin. Back over to Ream. She's driving in. Oh, nice dump underneath, and Newland cannot get it to go, but draws the foul. Nice little inside-out game there.
Yeah, that's a great pass. You know, early in the season, I talked to Coach Edmondson about this, and he said one thing that he really preaches to these girls is giving up a good shot for a great shot. I don't remember who was driving the paint and then dished it out, but she gave up a decent shot for the great shot. And then Alex Newland got fouled there.
Yeah, she goes 1 of 1. She's already making her presence felt. Van Buren is driving down the court now. Their main ball handler there, number 10, Avery Shelley. She passes out. This is a 3 ball, and it's good. And Van Buren cuts the lead to 1. It is 4-3, Greenbrier. Greenbrier continues to pass the ball around the perimeter. A little more upbeat defense coming from Van Buren right now. Kylie Griffin with the ball. They're going to reset a little bit. Again, a little bit. Here's the 3, and it is in and out. Van Buren with the rebound. It was a good look from Michaela, but she could not get that to fall. Now Van Buren driving in, lays it in off the glass, and they're going to take a quick lead, 5-4. Emma Ream with the ball. She hit a 3 earlier in the game. Greenbrier looking for something, trying to get it down low. They do. Great pass in. Handle the ball well, but it's a turnover, and that's the second one of the game.
They're covering Alex Newland really well on the offensive side of things. It's maybe pass the ball around a little bit more, spread the defense out just as much as you can, and then maybe go to Alex.
You bet. Van Buren up for 3. That is off the rim. Greenbrier with the rebound, but she may have stepped on the line. She does, and that'll be another turnover for Greenbrier. This time Van Buren will inbound the ball. Number 2, Brooklyn Kennedy, will inbound. She gets it in pretty easily. Out on the perimeter. Good defense there, but drives in. Oh, wide open. But that's going to be off. And it looks like we're going to get a foul on the floor. And that will go against Kylie Griffin, number 1. That is her first foul. Van Buren will inbound. They've tried to get to the basket the last few times, Talon, after having some open threes, and they do it there, and now the lead extends. 7-4, Greenbrier coming down the court. Emma Ream has the ball, passes it off to Michaela Betts. Had a good look earlier. Another foul called. This time it will be Bailey Woodard for Van Buren called on that. Greenbrier is going to inbound underneath the basket. A little bit of a struggle. Long throw into Emma Ream. That's a good, safe throw in. Ream passes off. Griffin with the ball. Resetting the offense back to Ream. Good motion there inside the Alex Newland. Fouled and one. No. So they won't count the shot, Talon, but it will be Greenbrier ball. Newland's going to inbound it.
It's already 3 team fouls, about not even quite halfway through the first quarter. You know, you don't want to get into foul trouble. It's something you talk about a lot.
Yeah, it'll slow the game down. That's not the pace either one of these teams want to run. Ream for her second 3. Can't count that one, but, oh, Van Buren comes down with a pretty contested rebound there. And we have a turnover by Van Buren. It is Greenbrier ball. Kylie Griffin brings down the ball, passes off the Ream. Again, a little motion offense, swinging around that perimeter. Let's see if they keep looking for Alex down low, Talon. They do. She's up with it, and she's fouled again, and she's going to go back to the line. It doesn't go through this time, but if she can knock some free throws down, it's 7-4 Van Buren, so these two would be really helpful. So another foul. Alex Newland misses the first one halfway down the cylinder and can't fall. Continues to be a 7-4 early lead for Van Buren. She's now 1 of 3 from the line. She makes the second one, and that was a great shot to make, and Van Buren will inbound and bring it back down the court. Van Buren, a couple of early threes, took the lead.
Yeah, this Van Buren team, I mean, they're obviously physical.
It's going to
They've
be
already
out of
had
bounds
a
on Greenbrier.
handful of fouls. They play really physical, and Alex, she's not matched up with a lot of physicality, and she usually is really good on those free throws, but a girl kind of getting in her face and fouling her hard, I mean, I think that's kind of thrown her off here a little bit.
Yeah, she's definitely battling down low. And there's a turnover by Van Buren. It's going to be Greenbrier ball. That was a great contested pass. Kylie brings it up the court. Kylie Griffin, the senior.
Kylie's really probably the leader of this team if there was one.
Nice shot from Greenbrier. Another 3, but it's going to miss this time. Ream made her first one, but has missed on the last 2. Van Buren, they're going to launch a 3 of their own. It is going to be in and out. Good rebound by Newland. Greenbrier drives all the way in, lays it in. Michaela Betts all the way in for the score.
Danny, I'll tell you, you know, Michaela Betts is probably the smallest person on the floor. We talk about it every single game. She is not the biggest player out there, but she's going to drive to the basket like she is every single time. She's going to get there. Sometimes it might get blocked, but she's really physical in the paint and has a really great finish.
Well, that one is stripped from behind by Kylie, the senior leader on this team, as you mentioned earlier. And, yeah, you know, when you're smaller like that and you can kind of make some teams it's a little risky. They're kind of used to guarding big Alex Newland down low, and she just kind of slips in and made that shot. Van Buren strips it away on a turnover of their own. And now they're getting ready, driving in. Looks like we've got a foul on the floor. All right, Ashton Hopper with her first foul. Van Buren will now inbound the ball. It's tied at 7, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Inbounded by Allison Moss. Van Buren looking, that's a good shot for 3, but it's going to airball, and that will be Greenbrier basketball, so probably not the best shot then.
No, it wasn't. That's one of the dangers of playing this Van Buren team is that they shoot that 3 ball a lot, and you're going to get sucked in playing that man defense. You're going to get sucked into them on the perimeter. One jab step, one fake, and then they can go right past you and go get an easy layup. That's one of the things about this Van Buren team is they can just do a lot of different things on the offensive end.
You bet. Greenbrier with a nice drive in from number 23, Emma Reen. That is her second goal of the game. It was off a little bit. I didn't know for sure it would go in, but it ended up making the basket. It's 9-7 Greenbrier. Oh, nice move to the back, and Van Buren just like that ties it up. Avery Shelley making that shot. Greenbrier again sets up their offense, getting into the hands of Betts, back to Ream. Kylie Griffin is going to drop back. She's going to reset this offense a little bit, get some movement. Number 30, Carly Reynolds in the game. She's got the ball now. She's looking up, tried to feed it. What a great move right there by Kylie Griffin, and that was spectacular all the way around. She took a bad pass, finds the open player for the 3. Greenbrier up 12-9.
Carly Reynolds is she's great on the offensive end.
And there she was again. Look at that. That is Kylie Griffin taking it all the way on the steal and foul. So she'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. It is 14-9 with a minute left in the first quarter, and Greenbrier's really holding their own early.
Yeah, they are. They're doing really well, and it's kind of attributed to Kylie Griffin, especially on these last couple of plays. She's a senior, and she has a really high basketball IQ. She's all over the place. She just knows where to be and when to be there. And on that little tipped pass that you saw, she was right there ready for it once it was tipped, and a great outlet pass.
You bet. And she completed that three-point play to make it 15-9. Van Buren still moves ball on the perimeter. They've tried to get it inside some, but continue to kind of live and die by this outside shot. Looking for something now. Now the drive in against Reynolds, dumped off. Let's see who they call on this one. Looks like they are going to get Carly Reynolds. So her first foul on the night. So Van Buren will knock down the first of these free throws to make the lead, or cut the lead, rather, to 5. 15-10 Greenbrier, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. And she misses the second one, and good rebound there by Ream. Up to Griffin, who's going to get it into Betts, and she is going to get fouled on the shot. Won't go in, but she'll get a chance for a couple of free throws. So nice recovery there by Greenbrier to get that rebound, get it down the court, force the foul, and now they're going to get a chance for 2 free ones.
You know, I like to say real quick while we have 2 free throws, I believe we have a lot of Van Buren Pointer fans joining us tonight. We want to say thank you to all of you. We're sorry you couldn't make the drive down, but we're glad that we were able to bring the broadcast to you and provide this game to all of you fans out there.
You bet. We're always good to have those fans watching. It is a 17-10 lead with 27 seconds left. Van Buren's going to back it out almost at a half court, maybe reset their offense a little bit. They're a little cold here for the last few minutes of this first period. They were up early, 7-5, but Greenbrier has sort of on the last part of this first period. Nice block there inside, and a great steal. Kylie Griffin took it away from her, but steps on the line. It will remain Van Buren basketball.
I'll tell you, Kylie has about 3 steals that she gets about almost every game if she's out of bounds by the time she gets the basketball.
Yeah, she sometimes that activity can carry you a little bit. There she is again. And, tried to go down court, but it is going to be taken away by Van Buren. Down to 2 seconds. There's a shot that's not going to make it, and that's the end of the first period. It is 17-10 Greenbrier.
You know, Danny, we're going to go ahead and hit a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Greenbrier basketball.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
If I fall, you don't hear you take off, I'll just take back
We're back here in Greenbrier. You know, Greenbrier had a great first quarter. It was kind of back and forth there at the beginning, and I think really what you attribute to that is Greenbrier just wasn't quite settled in yet. The Panthers weren't just – you get those pregame jitters. You hear your name called, and you're a little nervous. And
yeah, you know, Van Buren came out and hit a couple of three-pointers early, and you got to think they're going to keep hitting that three, and they're going to start falling. So Greenbrier can't be comfortable with this lead at 17-10. Number 10, Avery Shelley with the ball for Van Buren, passes out to number 2, Kennedy. Kennedy over to number 23, Allie Moss. She's looking back over to Kyle Mason. Kylie Mason, she's looking for help. Now she's going to drive in. Left-handed, taken down by Newland with the block. I believe that's her third of the game.
I believe so, Dane. That's exactly right. She's been a really big presence on the defensive end of things. And it hasn't been like a block, and then Van Buren gets it back with a second chance point, but Greenbrier's recovered a lot of the blocks.
You bet. Well, Greenbrier continues to kind of back out to half court and move that ball around. Open three off the front of the rim. Carly Reynolds had a hand on it. They're going to call it out on Greenbrier. Van Buren was contesting that, number 22, Kaya Mason. But they're going to call out on Greenbrier. Here's Griffin inbounding the ball. Another three ball for Greenbrier. Again in and out, but rebounded this time by Reynolds. A contested pass for Greenbrier, but they're going to hold on to it.
You know, Van Buren's playing this zone defense, and their zone's breaking down a lot.
Yeah. And that was, I believe, number 1, Kylie Griffin, who drove in but can't get it to fall. Good rebound by Van Buren to get the ball back down the court. That zone has frustrated our team at times tonight. Passed out. Oh, there was a shot there that Van Buren may want back. That was Kaya Mason with an open look who passed over. Nice drive in. There's going to be a foul on number 23, Allie Moss. She's going to go to the line. Let's see who they get that foul on. That is Michaela Betts, her first personal foul. And that is putting Allie Moss from Van Buren at the line. Her first one's up and good. That's going to cut the lead 17-11. Greenbrier continues to be in front of this ball game.
Yeah, you know, Michaela's had a couple of times this season where she's gotten into some early foul trouble just because she's that aggressive of an athlete. So it'll be something to watch as she picks up. I just think it was her first one, though.
It was her first one, and both of those free throws were made by Allie Moss. She's now back. Number 12, Bailey Wooder, comes in to sub for her. Greenbrier with the ball on their end of the court. Emma Ream, who hit a three early, but has been a little quiet since. Great look on the back end of that, but good defense by Van Buren. They just collapsed down. This time Newland goes up, can't get it to fall, and there were 3 pointers there to get the ball, and I believe that is Brooklyn Kennedy with the rebound for Van Buren. Oh, she wanted to take the shot. She's going to give up the pass. Now Van Buren drives in and is fouled again. This time the foul is on Sunny Harrington of Van Buren. She will go to the line, and she'll have an opportunity for a couple of free throws. And Van Buren's quietly getting back in this ball game. It was 17-10 after the first period. It's now 17-12 with a couple of shots coming. First one is up, not going to make it off the back iron. Greenbrier is going to sub out Carly Reynolds and bring in number 3, Ashton Hopper.
Greenbrier's hit a handful, well, they've attempted a handful of three-pointers here in the last couple of possessions. You'd like to see them drive the basket a bit more. They were drawing a lot of fouls early on in the game. You like to see them get back to drawing those fouls because they're almost in the bonus with still 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to play.
That's exactly
in the
right.
second quarter.
Well, they were early going to Newland down low, and they sort of gotten away from that. And Sunny Harrington for Van Buren did make her second free throw, so it is 17-13. They did go to Newland this time. That was the foul, I believe, on number 15 of Van Buren, Elizabeth Rainwater, her third foul. This brings Alex Newland to the line for the 1-and-1 as she makes the front end of it, and really, they needed that point.
Yeah, you know, I talk about this a lot. Sometimes you just watch a basket fall in and you gain a confidence.
You bet. She's not going to get the second in, and a big-time rebound right there for Raquel Corona, number 10 for Van Buren, up with a 3. She can't quite get it to go. That was Avery Shelley, but rebounded by Van Buren. Continues to be their ball, and now a turnover. That ball's turned over. Greenbrier throwing down long. Kylie Griffin, yeah, get it in the basket. Kylie Griffin took a long pass. Maybe not the best pass, but she's going to get it to fall, and it's 20-13, a timeout on the floor.
You know, we see that a lot with this Greenbrier Panthers team. A lot of those deep, long passes down the court. That's just their style of play. They want to move it as fast as they possibly can.
You bet. And sometimes, you know, you think, don't do that, but then you get a play like that works and extends the lead. So maybe every coach out there, maybe they gasp a little bit, but, you know, that's just part of the game. I see it, you know, even at the elementary level. So number 10 for Van Buren, Avery Shelley, is going to inbound the ball coming out of this timeout. And Van Buren now brings it down the court, trailing by 7. They've been good at getting the ball down low to get fouled. Let's see if they continue that strategy. Brooklyn Kennedy handling the ball right now, going against Kylie Griffin. That's been a nice battle all night. Number 10, that was Avery Shelley. Off on the 3, but a great rebound. They cannot get anything to fall. That was Sunny Harrington on the rebound, but a nice pass in. Still can't get it to fall. Looks like we're going to get a jump ball.
Possession Greenbrier. You know, that's a really big jump ball because you get 3, I believe it was 3 offensive rebounds in a row. I mean, eventually you're going to have a shot fall in.
That's right. Yeah, Greenbrier lucky they didn't get points there with those offensive rebounds, but they're battling hard. Kylie bringing the ball down the court. She's battled hard all night. And between her and Bailey Woodard, it's been fun to watch. Long pass across. She thought about it, and it looks like it's going to remain Greenbrier ball. Michaela Betts kind of got trapped by a couple of Van Buren players. I believe that's Raquel Corona down low that knocked that ball out of bounds.
And, you know, that's where Michaela wishes she had about 4 or 5 more inches.
You bet. Yeah, definitely the height got her, and that's a turnover by Kylie, one of the few mistakes she's made at all tonight. Van Buren driving in. Nice, easy shot, but maybe just a little strong. Gets her own rebound. That is Brooklyn Kennedy, who took the shot, missed it, got her rebound. Raquel Corona, I think they're going to get her for a travel. Good rebound, but just took an extra step with the ball. Couldn't quite control her momentum there. Brought in now by Kylie Griffin back down the court. So a lot of back and forth, fast-paced action. Van Buren now pressing just a little bit, getting out on that perimeter. Newland double team, another jump ball, and this time it's going to be Van Buren's ball. Great defense there by Van Buren.
You know, Greenbrier, one of their favorite things to do is play the press. I've talked to Kylie Griffin and Michaela Betts about this, and whenever Coach calls press, it's one of their favorite things to do because they play with so much speed. They know that if they can get to press, they can turn it into points. And so whenever someone else plays the press against them, they're typically pretty decent against it.
Yeah.
It's something they practice a lot, but and they're used to it, especially against Van Buren this week, because last Tuesday, Greenwood pressed every single minute of the basketball game. They were just as much press as we can put into a game, we're going to do it. And so they had however many 8 times 4 is. If JB was here, his math degree could
His math degree, yeah. I don't have a math degree.
I think it's 32. So 32 minutes of press.
Okay.
I mean,
I've heard of
adds
math.
up.
I've heard of math. That's where I'm at with it. I've heard of math.
You know, I joke, I took a trig class last semester, and it's the last math class I'll ever take in my life.
Yeah, I'm 20 years removed from a math class. So Van Buren had a 1-and-1. That was Bailey Woodard missing the front end of that 1-and-1. They're back on defense now. Greenbrier with some fresh legs in. Number 3, Ashton Hopper can't quite get it to fall. Just off that front iron. Just needed to really elevate a little bit more there.
Ashton isn't someone that shoots a lot of shots. She comes in, provides a lot of great minutes for the Panthers, but she's not going to shoot the ball often. So it could be one of those things where you're just a little rusty. You're not expecting to shoot, really, probably.
Nice ball movement there by Greenbrier to knock it in. Emma Ream with a shot, and prior to that, a good basket by Sonny Harrington for Van Buren. It is a back-and-forth game, 2 minutes, 55 seconds in the game left, 22-15 Greenbrier, Van Buren. Now moving the ball around, this is Brooklyn Kennedy. She's been active all night down here on this end of the floor. Nice little drive in.
Yeah, right there, you see Emma Ream.
Avery Shelley, I believe, is for Van Buren.
You see Emma Ream get screened, and you need the help defense. And Ashton Hopper was sticking to her person, so the help defense wasn't really there.
You bet, and just as you say that, it's a turnover by Greenbrier, and that's a wide-open layup. And she's not going to get it to fall. She probably nails that 10 out of 10 times, but right there did not go in for Avery Shelley of Van Buren. So Greenbrier is going to get another shot, almost down to about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Greenbrier is going to slow it down a little bit, and plus Van Buren's backed off their press just a little bit. And Ream is going to get the ball over to Michaela Betts, who's trying to get it inside to Alex Newland. They do, and a nice move to the basket for Newland, going to the left.
Her Meemaw came up to us a couple of weeks ago and just said thank you to us. She really liked listening to us and everything, and so we were getting to talk to her a little bit. And she says that Alex gets every bit of her abilities from her Meemaw, who plays basketball for Greenbrier. I believe it was back maybe in the 70s or 80s is what she said.
Yeah, we don't have to put a time on it for her. We'll let the year just float out there. But
Danny, do you remember those years?
I'm older than you, but I can't go back that far, I don't think. And so Van Buren with a 1-and-1. That was Sonny Harrington, and she's going to make the first of that 1-and-1, so she'll get a second shot at it. They're only down by 6. Every time Van Buren gets close, Greenbrier seems to get a basket, and that one's going to be in and out. And Greenbrier's going to get the rebound, but they step on the line again. I think that's the 3rd time tonight. So Van Buren's going to get another shot at this with 1:43 seconds to go in the first half. Number 22, Kaya Mason's going to inbound for Van Buren. As she gets it in, number 10, Avery Shelley's been active as well tonight. Just kind of a prayer right there, maybe looking for a foul, can't quite get it to go. Greenbrier pressing down the court, not going to make it. That was Kylie Griffin sort of throwing up a similar prayer there.
Yeah, you can see everyone's kind of trying to rush it. Everyone wants to get back in the lead. Someone wants to score points, and they're just going too fast.
You bet. That was good defense right there. Emma Ream just reached in, all ball, kind of knocked it out of her hand. Greenbrier had a chance for the turnover, but it's going to go out on them before they can get possession of it. So on the far side of the court, it's going to be Brooklyn Kennedy inbounding it for Van Buren. 24-18 Greenbrier, late second quarter. Number 10, Avery Shelley, passes off to number 12, Bailey Woodard. Kaya Most is directing traffic up top. Long three-pointer is going to be too much. Great rebound by Emma Ream. She was great position. There's one of those long passes, and it's another turnover for Greenbrier. Just feel like you need to slow that down at that point with 55 seconds left. You're in the lead by 6. No need to give some extra possessions at this point.
Yeah, set something up, but at the same time, this is how this girls team plays. I mean, they thrive off of plays like that, and it builds a confidence, a swagger about them that they can move that quick and that they accomplish things like that.
You bet.
I'm going to homer this call. I think that was
I was going to
terrible.
say, yeah. Yeah, Van Buren fans, number 22, Kaya Mason, was driving in, going to her left. This time they're going to call a foul on Alex Newland. She thought it was all ball. We may have thought it was all ball, but nonetheless, the refs did not. Kaya misses the front end of that shot. And Alex still maybe letting the ref know that was all ball. Second shot is up and good, cutting the lead to 5, 24-19, 43 seconds left. Kylie Griffith brings it down now. Let's see if Greenbrier can get a basket to end this half with. Drives in, a little bit of contact. They're not going to call anything, but Emma Ring gets it to fall. Kaya Moss fell down low. So Greenbrier answers, wide open three, count it, number 23, Allie Moss just absolutely drained that one. She even had time to reset her feet, wide open, 26-22. Greenbrier needs a basket to end this half.
Yeah, and on defense what they get so caught up in doing is watching the passer instead of watching the person they're supposed to guard.
You bet. They go back down low to Alex Newland. She's going to go back to the line. And I believe they're going to call the foul on number 23, Allie Moss. She hit the three-pointer earlier. That is the first foul on Van Buren's Allie Moss. Newland up, and she's going to make the first one. So her Meemaw taught her well, making that free throw right there.
I believe it was Meemaw.
Somebody is watching right now, and they're saying, it wasn't Meemaw, it was me.
Well, I think I think it was her name. I can't exactly remember her name, but I'm pretty sure it was Meemaw. Meemaw, if you're watching, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name.
That's right. Well, two big free throws nonetheless for Alex Newland to get those 2 points. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Last shot by Kennedy is going to be no good. Brooklyn Kennedy for Van Buren took the shot, would not fall. Greenbrier leads at 28-22 as we head to the half on the Greenbrier Sports Network.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake, get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And we're back here in the pavilion. Hope everyone at home is doing great after watching a great first half of basketball. Greenbrier leads 28-22 over Van Buren. A lot of great things to take away, a couple of bad. Danny, what kind of are your initial thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think after the game earlier this week where, it was close at the half, I thought Greenbrier has really responded well, came out with a lot of enthusiasm. A couple of turnovers that you're still a little, not happy about, and I'm sure the coach will get after him about that. But a couple of things. I thought Alex Newland played a really good first half. Didn't get every shot to fall on offense, but she made her presence felt on both ends of the court. And then I also think one of the great things about that first half was just the overall ball movement for Greenbrier. Again, maybe some passes you would want back, but I think the ball movement overall was really good.
One thing that Greenbrier does, you talk about those turnovers. There were a couple of them that were bad, but those long outlet passes, like I was saying earlier, they love that. They are okay with giving about 2 of those up.
Yeah,
if they can get about 50% of them, they're okay with it.
Absolutely.
Because in their minds, it's building their momentum for themselves.
Absolutely.
They can start seeing their game. That is their game, and it's working.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things that they build the confidence, they build the swagger on, as Kyle Lowry would say. So Greenbrier I think they played a great first half.
Absolutely. I mean, again, just a great response after kind of getting drubbed earlier in the week and coming back out with good energy. I was going to mention, too, on the Van Buren end, Greenbrier defensively has really caused them to try to look in.
Mm-hmm.
And Carly Reynolds and Alex Newland, again, has made their presence felt down there. But they've been active on the perimeter, trying to stop that perimeter game. A couple of, for some of our bad passes, I think Van Buren would like to have a couple of those three-point shots back that just never found the rim. And, that's kind of their game as well. And so Greenbrier, props to them for not only responding well after earlier this week's game, but really defensively playing a good first half.
Yeah, absolutely, Danny. I think there's a lot to take away. Whenever you get beat, I mean, you have like a 34-3 run within one quarter. I mean, that can really wear on you. That takes a lot out of you. And so that was it was a loss, but it was also a defeating loss.
Yeah.
I mean, they felt that in their souls.
Yeah, you can't take a lot of positives out of that. You almost have to go, well, they're going to maybe win the conference, but sometimes you just have to rip that piece of paper up and say, hey, let's forget that one happened and let's just get back to playing our game. And I think they did that tonight. I think we've both been pretty optimistic by what we saw out of the game from Greenbrier. Just kind of looking at some of the players. I thought Kylie Griffin did a great job making her presence felt, especially I think down here, kind of harassing some good defense down here. But I just thought she kind of got them back into the right play, and hitting that three-pointer right out of the gate, I think set the tone.
Something I was going to speak to on Greenbrier's defensive end. Whenever you were talking about Van Buren was kind of starting to drive the basket a lot. Greenbrier gave up. They were kind of keeping their eyes on the passer, and then whenever they got to whoever the ball was passed to, they'd rush over there real quick. The person that got the ball, make a jab step drive to the basket. And that's what's dangerous about the way that Van Buren plays. But what's excellent about the way Greenbrier plays is they have Alex Newland down low that's being really big on the help defense. Ashton Hopper's been big on the help defense. Carly Reynolds been big on the help defense whenever our smaller guards have given up that drive.
You bet. Yeah, I think Van Buren not only would like to get some of their three-point shots back, but I think they're going to look back at that first half and go, you know, we gave up 3 or 4 blocks down low. We had some just misses down low. We missed some of our free throws. There was a point late in that second quarter where Greenbrier was dangerously close to letting them back in to tie it through some of those fouls. But again, credit to, you know, Alex Newland and some of those others for affecting that shot, that help defense, and Greenbrier has remained ahead. They were ahead by 7 at the end of the first, and they went into the half still ahead by 6. So, you know, a little bit of a run that they survived. They don't want to give up that 34-3 run. This is third quarter-wise. What are you looking for Greenbrier to do to maybe avoid what happened earlier this week when really the first half you could say we're in it, but the second half just went south really quickly against Greenwood? How can Greenbrier avoid that against Van Buren tonight?
Well, what you're going to watch for is you're going to watch for Carly Reynolds and Ashton Hopper. They're going to come off the bench, and they're going to provide a little bit of a break for the starters. Whenever they're in, that's when Van Buren's going to attack the most because they know that Ashton Hopper and Carly Reynolds, they're not as tough maybe as Alex Newland is down in the paint. They're not as tall. They're not as long. They're not going to really contest the shot as much as Alex will. So that's what you're going to watch for. You're going to watch for Ashton Hopper, and you're going to watch for Carly Reynolds.
You know, it'll be a fun half to watch, and we're about just less than a minute away from getting underway in the second half.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back for that second half action.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors, American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here in the PAV. Van Buren fans, especially Greenbrier fans, we thank you all for joining us. I am a little bit of a homer. I graduated from this town, so.
From the town or from the high school? I can't, just kind of curious.
Both.
Greenbrier?
Actually, I haven't graduated from Greenbrier yet. I'm still here.
You're still there. The girls come back out. This is Kylie Griffin with a 3. She's going to nail that. That's going to be her 8th point of the night, and a good start for the Greenbrier Panther girls as they come out and first possession of the game to take a 9-point lead. Van Buren now on the other end of the court, looking again to move that ball around the perimeter. Thought about driving in, backs out. Bailey Woodard with the basketball. She's looking for some help. Now looks over at number 10, Avery Shelley. She's out to number 22, Kaya Mason. And they're going to get a foul on the floor. Let's see who they call that against.
Should be against Emma Ream.
It is Emma Ream that gets called on the foul. That was on Kaya Mason. I think I messed her name up like 3 times in the first half, so Van Buren fans, I apologize for that. Nice movement in, not going to fall. That was Avery Shelley with a good look at the basket, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Greenbrier basketball. Avery Shelley had a nice move to the basket for Van Buren, but can't get the ball to go in. And now Kylie Griffin of Greenbrier brings the ball back down the court.
Some of Van Buren's done a great job of this game is getting offensive rebounds.
Yes.
They've been very active on the boards, and it's helped them a lot get a lot of second chance points and third chance and sometimes even fourth chance points.
Absolutely. Errant pass inside from Greenbrier stolen by Van Buren, but they're going to turn it right back over. Brooklyn Kennedy could not handle the ball on the ground, and it goes out of bounds. Now there's a sub coming in. Number 23, Allie Moss, comes in for Brooklyn Kennedy of Van Buren. Greenbrier with Kylie Griffin continues to bring down the court. She had a nice move, a little razzle-dazzle down there a while ago to hit the three-pointer. Emma Ream with the ball. She had a 3 to start the game. Greenbrier almost turns it over again. Nice pass inside. Looking, this is Alex Newland with just a 16-footer, and she's going to knock it down. So a 5-0 run to start this second half for Greenbrier. Again, trying to avoid what happened to Greenwood earlier this week. Alex Newland now with 9 points on the game. Number 22, Kaya Mason with the ball. Gets it back out to Allie Moss. Moss gets it back to Harrington, who puts it up, and she's going to kiss it off the glass, and that is going to be 2 points. Now a little bit of a press. They're backing off. Van Buren is. Greenbrier with Kylie brings it down the court. Kylie Griffin hit a 3 to start this half. Ream drives all the way in. Count it. The old-fashioned three-point play. And Greenbrier now up by double digits, up by 11, 35-24. They can extend that if Emma Ream can knock down this free throw.
Yeah, Greenbrier's offense has been nothing but stellar coming into this third quarter, and they knew where their struggle was, and it looks like they may have fixed it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you have a loss like that to Greenwood, it really makes you go back and just kind of let's do our game, let's play what we are, and they're certainly doing that tonight. Van Buren, Emma Ream, by the way, did not get that free throw to fall. 35-24 Greenbrier. Bailey Woodard for Van Buren passes off to Shelley, who passes. Now this ball's back in the Woodard. She's going to put it up, not going to fall. Easy rebound for Alex Newland. Again, Alex's presence down low has just been very felt on both ends of the court tonight. Greenbrier moving around the perimeter. Now drive in by Alex Ream, and she is feeling it right now as she gets that ball to go in, and all of a sudden it is a 13-point lead. Greenbrier with 7 straight points coming out to open up this second half, and that gives 13 points. And
yeah.
Timeout on the floor.
Yeah, Greenbrier's off to a really good run here to start the third quarter, playing good on offense, and it's not even – I mean, they're getting the shots that they want. It's not like they're taking bad shots and making them. It's not like they're getting some lucky shots. I mean, they're playing consistent, good offense, driving to the basket, getting fouls. I mean, Alex Newland, she took a 16-footer. There was no one around her.
It didn't even hit the rim. And then, of course, Emma Ream on her last 2 baskets, really nice, pretty layups, high off the glass, really hard to defend that. And all of a sudden, she's got 13 points, Talon.
And, you know, what makes this Greenbrier team so dangerous is Emma Ream can shoot the 3-ball and she can drive the basket.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to stop all night if she's feeling it like right now.
And it's not even just Emma Ream, but on top of Emma Ream, you have Kylie Griffin and Michaela Best that can do the same thing. And then if you can't get anything going there, you have Alex Newland down low. So there's a lot of threats on this offense for Greenbrier that's really giving Van Buren a lot of problems.
You bet. Van Buren needs some points right now to try to stay in this game. Inside the three-pointers, a 2 for Allie Moss. So coming out of timeout, that's exactly what Van Buren wanted to do. But let's see if Greenbrier, now Emma Ream with the ball in her hand. She has been hot with the ball the last couple of times down the floor. She passes it over to Kylie Griffin. And they're going to reset their offense a little bit. Now passing over. Hopper. Emma Ream again. Oh, nice move inside. Alex Newland, that is all day long. Fantastic pass in by Emma Ream to Alex Newland, and that's going to be tough to defend.
You know, all those screens up top, you start getting lost in switches, and you start getting lost in who am I guarding, what zone am I in, and I'm in zone now. You start to get lost in all of that, and eventually someone's just so open, it's almost impossible to guard.
Well, and it was almost right there. Greenbrier brought the ball down the court, and we got a foul on the floor. That was Michaela Betts with a good open 3, rebounded by Greenbrier, and then the foul.
So Ashton Hopper, she had a couple of struggles there. She had a couple of struggles there in the first half with a couple of rebounds. And there she is making a big presence.
You bet. Kylie Griffin's going to inbound the ball. She's looking long. That's Michaela Betts again. Same spot and can't quite get it to fall. Rebounded by number 15 of Van Buren. That's Elizabeth Rainwater for Van Buren with that rebound. Now Van Buren with a little bit of urgency in their step, looking long, and that 3 ball is going to go in. I believe that was number 23, Allie Moss on the shot. So a big basket for Van Buren. Wow, Emma Ream again just drives in. No answer right now for Emma Ream. Van Buren is going to call a timeout. No answer for Emma Ream. What do you do?
You know, I don't know what you do. Emma Ream's playing really kind of out of her mind right now. Sometimes you watch a player that gets hot in basketball, and there's just no stopping them.
Yeah.
You can throw 5 players on them, and they're still going to score. It happens.
That's right.
It's just one of those things where a player has their night, their way.
It's almost like you're throwing into a 10-foot hoop at that point, and she's in double figures on scoring, and Emma's had a great game. She opened the game with a 3. She opened this half with some points, and she's got 15 in this ball game. 41-29, Greenbrier in the third quarter, 3 minutes, 20 seconds, and Van Buren coming out of the timeout. Let's see if they have an answer for this Greenbrier team. A drive in, that's Kennedy. She's not going to get it to fall, but it is rebounded. There's one of those offensive rebounds, and a nice drive in. It's going to fall, and I believe that is number 4, Nicole Cope, her first points of the game, and the Ream has the ball. And Greenbrier all set to go on offense again. Emma Ream was driving in.
You know, one thing about both these teams is they're playing a lot cleaner on the offensive side. There's only a total of 4 fouls, as to where at this point, I believe in the last quarter, there was a total of about 6 or 7 fouls.
It was physical, and that was on Allie Moss of Van Buren. That's her 3rd foul, so they'll need to monitor that. Greenbrier drives in. Michaela Betts just can't quite get it to fall here in the second half. She's been real active, but not getting the ball to go in. But good defense by Greenbrier right now. Avery Shelley passes out for Van Buren. A drive in. This is Nicole Cope again. She made some points earlier, and there's one of those long passes, but this time to Hopper. Ream up. Wow. Yes, it danced a little bit on the rim and decides to go ahead and cash in that dance card to go in. And 17 points for Emma Ream.
You know,
can I say dance on a dance card? Can I say that? Cashing in a dance card?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't.
I said it. Emma's feeling it. I'm feeling it. So nice rebound. That's number 30, Carly Reynolds. Now Newland, long pass, and Greenbrier turns it over. Van Buren pressing down the court. But they're going to slow it down for a second to kind of reset.
Danny, I'll be honest with you. I don't really know what that means, but I would trust pretty much anything you say. You are a preacher.
Well, and a preacher who talks about dancing is probably not the best authority you're going to find. So who knows? Number 21, Michaela Betts now with the ball. Passes out to Emma Ream, who's having a great ball game. Greenbrier's gone a little cold on their last couple of trips down.
Well, it's because they were trying to rush things so fast. You had a couple of those outlet passes that just – they weren't the greatest.
Yeah.
And another problem with the outlet pass on one of them is Alex Newland was one that they were passing to. They don't ever pass it to Alex Newland on an outlet pass, so she wasn't even expecting it.
Van Buren drives in. I believe that is number 2, Brooklyn Kennedy. She's not going to get the shot to fall, but they are going to get a foul. Kylie Griffin's 3rd foul in the game, so we'll want to monitor that. 2 shots for Brooklyn Kennedy for Van Buren. The first one's up and good. That cuts the lead still at 11, 43 to 32. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So Greenbrier did exactly what they have done what they needed to do in this third quarter. Still some time left. Second shot is up for Kennedy, off the rim, rebounded by Newland. Out to Emma Ream, and they're going to bring the ball back down the court. Let's see if Greenbrier can get some points on this possession. They look at Carly Reynolds. She's double-teamed. Little help. Oh, wide open. Nice hesitation by Michaela Betts, and she gets that one to fall, and I know she's excited to get that one to fall.
Yeah, she's missed a couple down low here as of late. She's kind of been outsized. The ball's rolled just a little bit not her way.
Long three-pointer there from Van Buren, number 15. Elizabeth Rainwater took that off the front of the iron, rebounded by Greenbrier.
And that was rebounded by Carly Reynolds.
That was Reynolds. I didn't get the number.
And she was one of those players I said she's going to come in here in the third quarter off the bench.
You bet.
If she can produce, this Greenbrier team's going to be in a pretty good spot. And I believe that's her second rebound and the minutes that she's played here in just the third quarter alone.
You bet. Greenbrier has a little something going with Carly and Alex down low there. A turnover by Greenbrier gives Van Buren the ball back with 13 seconds left here toward the end of the third quarter. Oh, nice defense. Van Buren recovers. That is Avery Shelley, recovered nicely to drop down the 16-foot jumper. The last shot off the rim, but Greenbrier will go into the fourth quarter leading at 45-34. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
All right, welcome back to the Panther Pavilion. The Greenbrier girls basketball up 45-34 over visiting Van Buren. Van Buren with the ball inbounding. Van Buren looking to swing the ball around the perimeter. They're down by 11. Just started the fourth. A little floater up and no good. Rebounded by Alex Newland. I didn't see who got the shot for Van Buren there, but did not go in. Now Newland's going to drive. She puts it up and lays it in. Just a great play on defense and now on offense for Alex Newland.
That was the point center, Alex Newland.
That's right. That's right. That gives her 13 in the game. Now Van Buren with the ball. They give it to Brooklyn Kennedy. She's going to pass out to Woodard for three. Not going to find any rim or net. Let's see. It's going to be out of bounds. That was Kennedy stepping out of bounds.
It looked like it may have been tipped.
It could have been. It could have been. I'm getting old, so who knows? I might not be able to see everything like I want to. This is Kylie Griffin bringing the ball down the court. Little quiet of a third quarter for Kylie, but still providing great leadership. A little press on now by Van Buren. Out to Ream, who gives it to Carly Reynolds, number 30. A three-pointer, no good. Newland goes up for it. Can't quite come down with it. And out of bounds, Van Buren basketball. Carly Reynolds had an open look there.
And, you know, Carly Reynolds is, if you look at her season three-point percentage, I would put about $10 on the fact that it's over 50%. She shoots from outside really, really well. And against Greenwood in the second quarter, she came in and she shot 2 threes back-to-back and gave this Greenbrier team a huge spark in the second quarter to tie it back up going into halftime. So kind of a surprise she misses that one there.
You bet. Van Buren attempts a three. It's not going to go again. We've called this name before. Alex Newland with the rebound. This is Emma Ream, who had a great third quarter. A pass over from Carly Reynolds back to Betts, back to Ream. Van Buren is, a pass inside, but we're going to get a foul on the floor. I believe it's going to be on number 10 of Van Buren. That is Avery Shelley. Just 2 for Avery Shelley of Van Buren. Carly Reynolds going to inbound for Greenbrier. Greenbrier up 47-34, 6:25 to play. Kylie Griffin with the ball, bounces it over the Ream. That ball's knocked out of bounds, out of Ream's hands. It's going to remain with the Greenbrier. That was number 10, Avery Shelley, who knocked it out of her hands. Ream looking inbound. That's going to get it to Kylie in the backcourt. She brings it back in. Ream again under double pressure. Good press here. And that ball is stolen by Van Buren. Number 12, Bailey Woodard, is fouled. Okay, so the foul is on Greenbrier, number 1. Allie Moss inbounds. Avery Shelley with the ball of Van Buren. Bailey Woodard had that stole for Van Buren. Oh, good defense by Emma Ream. That's going to leave it short. Good rebound by Newland again. Michaela Betts brings it down. She got a shot to fall at the end of the third. Let's see if that carries over to the fourth, but there's a timeout on the floor by Greenbrier. Well, kind of a slow start to the fourth quarter for both teams. Can't really get anything to fall. 47-34, 6 minutes to go. Newland continues to have her name called. I wonder if Emma Ream gets the ball a little bit here in the fourth quarter. She had a really great third quarter. Leads all scorers with 17 points in this game.
You know, Emma Ream was last season, I think she was, and Sean may correct me on this, but she was close to averaging about 20 points per game. This season, it's not been there. She's had a slow start to this year, and I love that she's having what may be a little bit of a breakout game for her right now.
Well,
I believe she was in quarantine at the beginning of the season, and there were a lot of issues that were going on at the beginning of the year and a lot of concerns at the end of the year last year. So it's really great to see her kind of getting back to that player that she was last season for this Panthers team.
You bet, and she passed it off to Newland there, who could not get it to fall. It was rebounded by Allie Moss of Van Buren. Van Buren's going to set it back up on their offense again. Yeah, sometimes you have a game like you have against Greenwood, and wow, a big three-pointer by Elizabeth Rainwater right there. And it's now a 10-point lead with 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Greenbrier cannot take their foot off the gas. More good defense from Van Buren. We're going to get a jump ball. It will remain with Greenbrier, but Van Buren has turned up the intensity a little bit. Back to Emma Ream, those kind of games against Greenwood can really kind of set you on fire. And with what these athletes have put up with this year with everything, maybe this is the game she needs. We need some points now. She drives in, dumps off.
It's
to
JoJo
Jerry, yes. Rebounded by Rainwater by Van Buren. That shot was off for Greenbrier. Long pass inside. Woodard cannot get it to go for Van Buren. The ball is in Ream's hands. Good defense by Van Buren. They're putting the pressure on. Greenbrier needs to find a way to get some points on this possession. They're up by 10, but you almost feel like, and there's a foul, and that is going to be on Woodard. And I believe that's going to be her second foul. And I believe just the 6th team foul. So no 1-and-1s yet. It'll be inbounded by Reynolds to Ream. Greenbrier Ream drives in. Nice. That's what you want to see. And there's some points when you needed the points. Emma Ream gets them 49-37, 4 minutes, 38 seconds in the game.
Yeah, something to give you a little bit of a boost. And you look at the struggles that Van Buren's had tonight. They've missed a handful of shots, and their defense has been subpar. And you look over at their bench, you see that they go almost 3 deep, it looks like. So they're getting a lot of rotation. But what you see missing over there is their head coach.
Yeah.
And that's going to play a heavy impact.
You bet.
And, you know, their assistant coach may do things the exact same way that the head coach does. But there's a lack of confidence whenever you're missing one of the most valuable people on your team, the leader, the literal leader of your team.
Well, number 10 for Van Buren, Avery Shelley, had a couple of shots, couldn't get on the fall. And there's a foul on the floor. Let's see. We're going to call it on number 13.
Going to be JoJo Jerry.
JoJo Jerry picks up her first foul, and Van Buren will have the ball. And, yeah, you know, Van Buren's coming off that 1-point loss to Russellville, so this may be kind of some uncharted territory. This may be with your double-digit, you know, trailing by double digits. Want to hear from your coach. Avery Shelley drives in for Van Buren, can't get it to fall. Good rebound by Newland, who finds out to Betts, who's going to give to Reynolds. Just a little short on that from Carly Reynolds. Comes off the rebound to Rainwater of Van Buren. Now Woodard sets up for 3, and she nails that one. Plenty of time to take that shot, and it's a 9-point game with 3 minutes, 55 seconds left. Emma Ream is going to bring the ball down for Greenbrier.
And, you know, Van Buren's pressing a lot on the defensive side, and it's causing Greenbrier to move quicker, and it's causing these turnovers and these missed shots that have been rushed.
The foul on the floor is Kaya Mason for Van Buren. That's her second foul and the 16th foul. I think I said 6 earlier, but that's the 16th foul. It's going to be inbounded here in the near court. Kylie Griffin, haven't called her name in a while, brings the ball in. Emma Ream with the ball in her hands. Newland with a nice screen outside. Looking for some space. Now she's trapped underneath. Good pass. But can't quite get it to fall from Newland. Will they call it? They're going to call travel. That was close.
You know, I'd like to see maybe a trip call called there.
Yeah.
It's not intentional. I understand that they get
for
their
sure.
feet tangled up, but
yeah, that was so close. You feel like it could have went either way. I can't argue with what he called, but I'm with you. I think a trip might have been a little more, maybe a little more accurate. Van Buren with a long two-pointer from Shelley won't fall. Rebounded by Greenbrier. Passing up is Griffin to Ream. She's going to drive all the way. Can't get that one to fall, but a great rebound by Kylie Griffin. They needed that. Michaela Betts brings the ball back out. Let's see if Greenbrier can reset their offense a little bit.
And you see, that's what they've got to do, is they've got to reset things and take their time.
Yeah, and Michaela Betts drove in there, but the ball just really came out of her hands, right into the hands of Rainwater for Van Buren. Thought about it. She's going to drive out. She's looking for some help. That's Woodard, and she's going to get an easy two-pointer off the backboard. And all of a sudden, with 2 minutes, 50 seconds left, it is a 49-42 ball game. Greenbrier up by 7. This should be an interesting last 2.5 minutes of a game.
Yeah, it always is here in the pavilion. You know, our girls team, they're competitive. They play hard. But right now, Van Buren's playing very hard themselves. And what they're doing, like I was talking about just a minute ago, they're putting a lot of pressure on these offensive players of Greenbrier. They'll go put 3 girls on 1 player, and if you have 3 people on you, someone's going to be open somewhere.
That's
so they
exactly
just
right.
have to find that outlet pass, and so everyone's got to be moving around, getting to open spots for the passer for Greenbrier. But Van Buren's done a great job of cutting off all those passing lanes and really forcing Greenbrier to make some errors. And then they go on the offensive side, and they've turned those errors into positive points for them.
That's right. You know, earlier in this game, they were getting some offensive rebounds, not able to get points off of them. But here late in the fourth, they've been able to put some of those balls back in, and all of a sudden they've cut it to 7. And so Greenbrier really needs to stop the bleeding right here, so to speak, and maybe get some points, get some confidence back in the last almost 3 minutes of this ball game. Looks like Van Buren's going to press. Michaela Betts is going to inbound the ball. Ream and Griffin down low. The ball's into Ream's hand. There it is. There's a couple of people. Griffin's going to get the ball. She's driving down. Kicks the ball. Another, oh, wow, turned over off of Van Buren's hands. Greenbrier retains possession. I believe Woodard had a chance at that ball for Van Buren. Now Ream looking to find someone open. Oh, nice inbound pass, or pass there, bounce pass, if I can talk. Kylie Griffin went up, I believe. Was that Griffin or Hopper that went up for Greenbrier? That was fouled. Okay, so Kylie Griffin is fouled.
And she's at, yes.
She's fouled out, right? She's fouled out.
Game, yes.
All right. She's out of the game, and so we're going to see if that veteran leadership is going to be missed. JoJo Jerry comes in to take her place. Foul again on the floor. I think they're going to get Ream this time. They do. And that is her 3rd foul. Kennedy at the line for Van Buren. It is 49-42, 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. This is some dangerous territory for Greenbrier. Kennedy's going to put her first shot up. And it's good. That was a 1-and-1. And she makes the front end of it. She'll have another shot to make, and that gets it down to 6.
Greenbrier's just going to have to finish this game as disciplined as they can.
That's right.
Riley Might's not here tonight, another senior for Greenbrier, and then Kylie Griffin fouls out. 2 seniors for Greenbrier who aren't able to be on the floor right now.
Kennedy made that second one. Greenbrier inbounds the ball, but Ream is going to step out of bounds. That is going to be a turnover and not the time you want to turn the ball over with this little bit of a run that Van Buren is on. 49-44. Kennedy's going to inbound it. Ream just stepped on the line trying to go around her defender. This is where strong defense is going to play. Wide open three-pointer, but it's not going to touch rim or net. And that'll be a turnover as number 5, Sonny Harrington, stepped out of bounds trying to save the ball. Alex Newland's going to inbound it. This press has given us fits.
It really has. It's caused a lot of problems for the Panthers. And they just got to get players into open spaces to pass to.
That is Emma Ream. They broke the press, got it down. Ream goes up. Won't get the shot to fall, but she will be fouled, so she'll have 2 shots coming. And we need these 2 points.
This is where off-ball movement becomes probably one of the most important things. You know, you need your players that don't have the basketball, that are away from the basketball, to be getting into open passing lanes for the passer, because the passer's got 4 arms in front of her.
That's right. That's right. And JoJo Jerry made a great pass across the court to get the ball into the hands of Emma Ream there, and she's going to make both of those. So another, the lead is extended out to 7 now with 1:44 seconds left. Good defense from Greenbrier. Long three-pointer. It will not hit a rim or a net. It'll go out of bounds. So another opportunity for Greenbrier to get the ball back. Van Buren continues to bring the press. Again, missing their head coach. This may be where you want him late in the game. Van Buren, number 2. Brooklyn Kennedy affects that inbound pass from Newland. Knocks it back out of bounds. Greenbrier will retain possession, trying to get the ball to Ream's hands. It is Betts and Ream down toward that end of the floor. Long pass in. JoJo Jerry to Michaela Betts. We've got numbers. Hopper steps back, can't get it to fall. Betts somehow comes out with a rebound, is fouled, and she's going to get 2 shots, and I believe that foul will be on number 22, Kaya Mason.
That's a really tough foul if you're a Van Buren fan, because Michaela Betts is down there shooting amongst the trees.
That's right. That's right. She was definitely out-heighted there, and she's not going to get the first one to fall. She needs to take a deep breath here. Van Buren had, 3 bodies down there to try to get that basketball and could not come up with it. Betts missed the first one. Her second one is up, and it is good, and that lead is now extended to 8 with 1:29 seconds left. Got to play strong here in the last 90 seconds of this ball game. Van Buren looking. This is number 10, Avery Shelley. She takes it to the basket, won't get it to fall, but she is fouled. JoJo Jerry picks up her.
You know, JoJo's not a player that's had
third
just a
foul.
Whole lot of playing time this season.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen a lot of the floor. But Greenbrier's having to go that deep tonight.
You bet.
You have someone who's fouled out, and then you have –
You're missing Myatt in this game.
Correct, you're missing Myatt. And so JoJo Jerry comes out, and I know her mom, Miss Jerry, one of the administrators here in Greenbrier.
She was actually a principal at my son's school back in the day over at the Great Eastside Elementary, not high school.
I was going to say,
number 2,
it was elementary school whenever
That's
I went
right.
there.
Van Buren hits a big 3. Brooklyn Kennedy there to cut the lead to 5. It was an 8-point lead. Kennedy hit the 3. Good ball movement from Greenbrier. Now they're going to try to play keep away for a few seconds. Betts with the ball, passes it over to Ream. Can't get the foul. Now they do with 51 seconds left. So good movement from Greenbrier to waste several seconds before that foul could get called.
Yeah, they wasted around 10 to 20 seconds, I believe.
They did. It was a big 3-pointer from Van Buren, but that 10 seconds runoff might be just as big. Ream knocks down her first shot. That gives her 22 in the game.
22, yeah. That's an impressive 22 for Emma Ream, and she's been
23.
So consistent all night.
Well, those 2 are huge because it's a 7-point lead again. Take off that 10 seconds, get this lead back to 7, and now a timeout on the floor by Van Buren, and let's see what they're going to go with coming out of that timeout.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite, DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
All right, 47 seconds left here at the Panther Pavilion. Greenbrier leading at 54-47. Van Buren has made it tough in this last 2 minutes, but Greenbrier's held strong. Van Buren's going to inbound on the far side of the floor. I believe that's Kennedy that's going to inbound it. She finds Rainwater, who finds Shelley. Woodard's been active all day as well. She had a big three a while ago. Van Buren looking for some points on this possession. Good defense by Greenbrier. Got a hand on it, I believe. That was Ashton Hopper. Great leadership. Michaela Betts is going to be fouled with 28 seconds left, so Van Buren doesn't get the points. We get some time off the floor, and Michaela's going to go to the line. Up by 7. Michaela's had a little bit of an up-and-down game. Really has had some good shots, just kind of some bad luck with those shots not falling.
Yeah. You know, Michaela's not – you look at Kylie Griffin. Kylie Griffin, she's going to hit the layups. She's going to hit a three-pointer every now and then. And that's really what Michaela Betts has morphed her game into as well. She's going to hit a couple layups. She's going to hit a couple three-pointers. But what's the most important thing about her is she brings a spark while she's on the floor because of how hard she plays. And she just kind of knows where to be, just like Kylie does.
And she got one of those two to fall, 55-47, 25 seconds left. Woodard wide open, can't get it to go. And there's Newland between two defenders to get that ball. The ball's on the floor now. They're going to call a jump. It will remain with Van Buren. But what a great defensive rebound by Newland right there. Couldn't quite maintain control.
Yeah, and then, you know, JoJo Jerry gets down there on the floor, and she makes a great play, causing a jump ball. You have a jump ball again, it's going to go to Greenbrier
exactly
next
right.
time.
You bet. Van Buren inbounds ball. Hopper goes tall, avoids the foul. Van Buren will make the two-point shot. The press is on. Ream from Newland continues. The ball is out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Van Buren. It will remain with Greenbrier. 8 seconds left, so Greenbrier's got to feel pretty good at this point about the game they've played tonight, but it's still 6 points with 8 seconds left. Newland looking for help. She's going to get at the Betts. Van Buren just an inch away from stealing that ball, and Betts is going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line. She was 1 of 2 last time from the line. You feel good about this 6-point lead with 5 seconds, but an extra point or two sure wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, just an extra little sealer would be very nice.
And there it is, right there. That's now a 7-point lead. You know, earlier this week they only managed 48 points, and they're up to 57 on that one. So Greenbrier with a great rebound game here against Van Buren. In the last second or two, it's a wide open three. Not going to go in, and the Greenbrier Lady Panthers are going to win this one 57-49 over the Van Buren Lady Pointers. Big game for Greenbrier. Nice bounce-back game for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, you know, you say it's really exactly what they needed. They needed to have a big game, and that's what they did against a team, I might add, that was in a conference above them just last year. So this is a good team. This is a really great Van Buren team who suffered a close loss to Russellville and now even a close loss at the hands of Greenbrier. And Van Buren's assistant coach really couldn't have said it any better. This is a tough conference. You're going to have these games almost every single time that teams step out onto the court. There's not going to be a give-me in this conference. And
there are some conferences in our state, 6A may be one of them, that some of those teams at the top are very, very good. But really 5A across the board, you're just not getting, like you said, you're not getting the game off, you're not getting the break. And Greenbrier just controlled it from the outset. Emma Ream had a big game, 22 points. She had a 3 right out of the gate. And, boy, you're talking about putting a bad loss in the rear view. And you don't want to say it can change the course of your season, but you got to feel pretty good at this point, being 1-1 in conference with a good bounce-back win.
Yeah, you really do. You're looking at one-on-one in conference, in a tough conference. You put a win under your belt. You know, that's the confidence I keep talking about. You're building. Basketball, unlike football, there's so many games, so many plays, so many situations. You're building your confidence, and everything's going. And whenever you see everything falling right, everything's going right, you're hitting the shots, you're getting the steals on defense, you're switching. Even a switch in a man defense, you switch onto another player correctly, you get a good defensive stop. That builds a lot of confidence going in to the next play, and that goes into the next game, and that goes into games later on down the road. And then you've built up a lot of greatness all the way around.
Yeah, it's a long season. This time of the year, it's cold, it's dreary, and just really could not have asked for a better performance. I know that the coach will maybe get a word with Coach Edmondson later tonight.
Expect to hear him at halftime, and even one of the girls will come up and most likely talk to us. So please come back, stick around during the boys' halftime game here. We're going to keep it here in Greenbrier, but we're going to take a break. We're going to come back here in just a few minutes. All you Van Buren and all you Greenbrier fans, stick with us as we'll be back in just a few minutes.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Panther Pavilion. I am filling in for the great and mighty JB Brazil. He's not in tonight. I'm Danny Smith alongside the ever-present, and may I add, the dueling redheads tonight, Talon Newton. And we're going to be watching and calling the Greenbrier Van Buren game. Talon, how are you tonight?
You know, Danny, I'm doing pretty good, and it's not often. You know, I'm starting to think about it. I've never called a game with another redhead. It's never happened, and yet here we are. History in the making.
Yes, it worked in the first game. The girls were able to get a win, so maybe the dueling redhead is some type of ancient good luck formula.
It's
I don't
some
know.
little charm, maybe.
I'm sure you
Who
can
knows?
Google that. You can find that on the internet.
Yeah,
so.
you know, someone back home at the studio, as I
That's
like to say, can look it up.
That's right. They may have muted us by now. I don't know.
I have people text me throughout the broadcast the problems that we have, and I'm so appreciative of that because I can fix it real quick. I never even knew there was an issue. But what's funny is sometimes I forget to save people's numbers, so I get a random text from somebody like in the middle of the week. I'm like, who in the world is texting me? And I have to go back and scroll through the thing. So I do know that they listen.
That's good. That's good. Well, you know, we're going to do JB proud tonight. And
I'm trying to do Mike proud by running the camera.
That's right.
And doing
That's
a little
right.
Bit of
Yeah,
color.
feeling for Mike. And then, of course, we got Sean with us. He's got a vested interest tonight with his son on the floor. This Greenbrier team comes in off a win, beating Greenwood earlier this week. Van Buren comes in having lost to Russellville earlier in the week. Why don't you give those that are watching and listening just a synopsis? Who are we looking at for Greenbrier tonight? Who do you maybe expect to have a big game? Who do you want to have a big game? What's Greenbrier thinking coming into this game at 4-7 overall, but that 1-0 in conference play, that's a great start.
You know, I'm going to get to Greenbrier, but what I do want to talk about, Van Buren lost to Russellville. Russellville's a very good team. So this is going to be a really good matchup between these two teams because Russellville, you know they're going to be at the top. You don't really know where Greenbrier is going to mesh in.
Yeah.
Van Buren's new to the conference. We don't really know where they're going to mesh in. So this is going to be a great indicator game of kind of where these teams might fall headed into the postseason, into the season for regular season. But Greenbrier, who you're going to be watching tonight, you're going to be watching Big Nate Barentine. Barentine is his real name, but we like to call him Barentine.
Yeah, if he can get that outside stroke going, it will be Barentine.
Yes, if he can get that outside stroke going. That is the exact way I was going to put it. Just got to shoot well from the three. If he can get going, start hitting his three-point shots, he's going to be someone that's going to have a really big game. And then you're going to watch Jacob Mathis. Jacob's not someone that's going to pull a three-pointer. He's going to drive a little bit. He's going to shoot a couple mid-range shots. But his off-ball presence is a really big factor. He sets screens. He's pointing. Go here, go there. Make this play. Do this. He's a leader on the floor, and he's like someone like Kylie Griffin, even Michaela Best that we talked about in the last game. He's kind of in the right place at the right time.
You bet. And that's what Greenbrier is going to need tonight. This is a tough conference. No breaks week in and week out. And Greenbrier really here at home has a shot to go 2-0.
We'll go ahead and send it now courtside and get the starters for both these teams.
At guard, number 12, Jaden Henry. At guard, number 11, Avery Salisbury. At forward, number 14, Brandon Miller. At forward, number 22, Connor Myers. And at guard, number 24, Jose Estrada. The Pointers are coached by Brad Autry, assistant Blair House and Jerry Roswell. Now for your Greenbrier Panthers. A senior, number 10, Nate Barentine. A junior, number 1, Jacob Mathis. A senior, number 23, Reese Jones. A sophomore, number 4, Jack Runsick. And a junior, number 55, Josh Robinson. The Panthers are coached by Mike Simmons, assistant Caleb Ellison.
All right, so we've got the starters announced, and this ball game is getting ready to get underway. The Van Buren bench still all gathered together. They're going to put their hands in, get a little excited. Greenbrier out on the floor waiting for them. Big Josh Robinson's going to go up and try to get this opening tip against number 14, Brandon Miller. Runzik is up, and he's going to get it. Greenbrier will control the opening tip, and that is number 4, Jack Runzik, bringing it down the court. Runzik is going to look out at number 10. That is great putback by number 55, Josh Robinson. Now Van Buren quickly down the court, turns the ball over. Jacob Mathis out to Reese Jones.
That right there is one thing I was talking about in the pregame. Jacob Mathis, he's that player. He makes plays. He's going to be there, and he was ready with his hands to force an error, and then he capitalized on it.
Absolutely. That's what you want to see happen. Van Buren, a long three, won't get it. Rebounded by number 23, Reese Jones. Yeah, that was a great play by Mathis to get the steal, move it up the court for those easy first 2 points, or excuse me, those 2 points. 4-0 Greenbrier early, moving the ball around the court. Rusnik out to Jones, who cannot get it to go. Van Buren will take it all the way down the court. That is number 22, Connor Myers, for the first point for the Van Buren Pointers. Number 4, Jack Runzik, bringing it down the court now for Greenbrier. Out to number 10, back to Jones. Jacob Mathis with the ball. Look for Barron time. He won't get it to go. That is off the rim, rebounded by the Pointers, number 12, Salisbury. Ball is up. That ball will not go in. Greenbrier's going to, that's a grab for the ball. Let's see. And they haven't made a call yet. Who?
I don't know.
Well, okay, the ball looks like it's going to stay with Van Buren is what the officials are telling everyone. So number 24, Jose Estrada, will inbound it for Van Buren. Van Buren's got 2 points, but there's a foul on the floor. Looks like Mathis maybe got hand checked a little bit there. That's his first foul. Not sure that you can call that. I'm not sure he agrees with it, but I'm not the official.
I didn't see anything.
No, it looked like a good, solid basketball play. But,
well, I never even saw the guy with the ball.
He never even made movement as if he was fouled. Yeah. So Van Buren controls the ball. 4-2 Greenbrier early first quarter. 6 minutes remaining. Moving the ball around. Greenbrier's been very active so far. Josh Robinson with a big putback early on, but number 14, Brandon Miller, goes up for the shot. They're going to call a foul, so he doesn't get it to fall. Jacob Mathis, though, picking up his second foul early. And so it'll be a couple of shots for the Pointers to try to tie this game. And the first one's going to go. That is Brandon Miller.
It looks like Van Buren's kind of started getting a little bit of a flow. They're a little bit more comfortable in the game. They looked really rough on those first few possessions, but they've kind of started to slow it down a little bit more and play at a pace that they're comfortable with.
You bet. Yeah, and they've got Greenbrier not in foul trouble, but a little concerning, a couple of fouls already. Miller put those two in. Long pass across the court. Now back to big Josh Robinson. He's backing them down with authority and a foul. Count it. He gets it to go. The old-fashioned three-point play is going to happen for Greenbrier. Josh Robinson is at the line already with 4 points and a chance to add a fifth one right here.
Josh Robinson was one of the leading scorers just last Tuesday night. He had so many of those turnaround hook shots and little putbacks, and he's just a big body, big presence down low.
Boy, he was clearing out traffic right there. That was quite something to watch. Can't get the free throw to fall, but what a good rebound by Dunlap. Rebounded, and Robinson goes back up with it.
I tell you, that's not usually the way that you see it happen. Usually it's the bigger guy that gets the rebound and the smaller guy that gets the shot. But a really great play from Josh Robinson and even Jace Dunlap before.
You bet. And there's a travel called. I did not see who that was called on for Van Buren, but it's a turnover. Jace Dunlap now with the ball back to number 4, Runzik, excuse me. Jack Runzik brings it down. He's going to get it to Dunlap, gets it out to number 23, Reese Jones, back to Runzik. Barentime looking for Robinson, and why not? Robinson just refuses to lose right there. They tumble to the ground. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Remains with the Panthers. Boy, Robinson making his presence known.
Well, Josh Robinson, he's either the right tackle or the left tackle on the football team. I can't remember which one. But
you bet.
Yeah, he's a big body.
Reach-in foul, and really a bad reach-in there for Reese Jones. Ended up kind of grazing the face. And I believe that foul was on, well, it was on Jones. I'm not sure who he fouled. I think it was number 11, Salisbury. Van Buren remains control of the ball. Long three-point play, not going to go in. Rebounded by the Panthers. Robinson had a hand on it. It was Reese Jones who came down with it. He goes coast to coast. Won't get it to fall, but he is going to draw the foul, and he'll get to the free throw line. Let's see if I can talk tonight. Yeah, a little tongue-tied. And free throw line for Reese Jones. First ball is up, no good off the back of the rim. Continues to be an 8-4 lead, so a little slow, maybe even plodding a little bit at this point for both teams. Not a lot of comfort level.
And, you know, that was the story of the Greenwood game. The final score was maybe 41 to 35-ish. It was a very low-scoring game at the end of it.
Reese Jones not able to get either one of those to fall, but I believe there was another foul against Van Buren. It will remain with Greenbrier. That foul was against number 22, Connor Myers of Van Buren. This is Nate Barentine up, and another foul.
I guess I'm not seeing these.
It was away from the ball. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. We already have a total of 7 fouls by both teams.
Yeah, it may be one of those games to the free throw pretty quickly. Greenbrier got the ball into Robinson. It was immediately knocked out of his hands, and so it will be Greenbrier ball again. And now number 4, Jack Runzik with the ball. Out to Jones, who takes a 16-footer. Can't get it to fall. He comes up with the rebound. No, yes. Runzik comes up with the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball, and that is going to go Van Buren's way.
Van Buren really finally caught a break there.
Yeah, they did. They've struggled the last 30 or 40 seconds or so to get anything, but Greenbrier doesn't take advantage. It remains 8-4. Van Buren's number 12, Jaden Henry with the ball. Gets it out to number 1, who swings it to 12 again. A little bit of mix-up on numbers on my roster sheet, so I'll make sure I get those numbers right. There is another foul. Stop me if you've heard that. The foul on the floor. Let's see, this time it is on number 10, Nate Barentime, his first foul.
I got the roster online, Danny, so it's very possible it's wrong.
I tried to make the correction. So Van Buren, folks, if I call the wrong name, I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. Van Buren finally gets that shot to fall. Greenbrier brings it down. Number 10, Barentine with the ball, looks out at number 4 now, Runzik, who brings it back to, wow, Robinson down low with the ball. Good turn, good move, get it to fall, and Robinson is, he's having himself a game.
He roughly had about 4 Van Buren pointers on top of him.
He really did.
And still was able to make that shot.
Yeah, but a great move there. Number 12, again, Connor Myers, number 22, Connor Myers with that shot for Van Buren. Long three-point for Barentime off the front of the rim, but what a rebound by, you guessed it, Robinson. Can't get it to fall on the putback, but he's going to be fouled. I think he still thinks he's playing O-line, but he's playing a clean game, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as I see a handful of Van Buren Pointers headed out of the gym for their drive home, I just want to wish them a good, safe drive home. It's a long one. Van Buren is not very close to Greenbrier, so we wish a safe drive home to all of the Van Buren fans and even players that came out tonight.
You bet. Yeah, that was a fun game to begin with. This has sort of the opposite feel, and Robinson gets that first one to fall. It's 11-8, 3 minutes, 5 seconds. Lots of fouls called, lots of physicality, not a lot of flow. But Robinson's been consistent, and he knocks that second free throw down. It's 12-8, remains a 4-point lead with 3 minutes left in the first period. Van Buren drives all the way down, and it's a turnover. Jose Estrada just a little too strong on the pass in to Myers. He can't hold on to it.
You know, it really feels the Greenbrier has been playing all right defense, but it really feels more that Van Buren has kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They're making a lot of errors and mistakes, a lot of turnovers on their part.
They really are.
Side.
Yeah, they've had some shots. Barentime, up for three, but blocked. There's not a lot there. Brandon Miller, Van Buren just kind of put it back in his face. Van Buren goes up, is fouled. Won't get it to fall, but they do draw the contact, and so that'll send them to the line, I believe, number 12.
5 fouls already for each team. This could be a long half.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that's Salisbury, number 12 at the line, and he's going to get the first one to fall. 10 fouls already, and 12-9 Greenbrier, 2.5 minutes left. First period, that's right, first period. Can't get the second to fall. It's off the front of the iron, so it remains 3 points. This is Barentime bringing the ball down. Nothing there, a little bit of help. Looks out to number 10. I'm sorry, this is Barentime. It was Runzik with the ball. He looked out to Barentime. Barentime goes up, can't get it to fall, but he's fouled. It was on the floor.
You know, I don't know if it's because I'm a Celtics fan and I like green, but Van Buren's jerseys are really pretty sweet.
They got a good look. It's a good look.
I really kind of like it. It's pretty unique. You don't see a lot of green high schools across the state, and I really think it's pretty sweet.
Good inbound pass. Not sure. So with all the fouls called, no foul there. Van Buren quickly down, quick three-pointer, Jose Estrada, and all of a sudden we're tied up. A little bit of an odd sequence down there for Greenbrier, not to be able to get that ball in, and then a foul that wasn't called. Or, again, we're Van Buren fans, maybe we're homers, but yeah, that's a good look, though, uniform-wise, especially with this blue and white that Greenbrier's rocking as well, the all-white with blue trim.
You know, we had Greenwood in town Tuesday, and it was the blue that they had, and it looked kind of – it's just kind of normal. It's kind of what you see a lot of.
You bet.
And you get something newer. It's kind of cool.
That's Runzik driving in, loses control of the ball. It's going to be a turnover. You would halfway expect Greenwood or Greenbrier to have green in their color scheme, but they do not. They're both blue.
A question that's been long asked.
Yes, yes. Can't change it now. It's too good of a look. You'd have to repaint the pavilion, and that's going to cost a little bit. All right, Van Buren gets the ball, tied up at 12, a minute, 28 seconds here in the first period. Number 10, Devin Gaddis with the ball. Gets it inside. Wow, good defense there. I mean, big Josh Robinson's already big, and that's going to be a violation for Van Buren. Losing train of thought. Josh Robinson got big right there, really impacted that pass.
Yeah, he's played some really great minutes. The 7 that he will play here in the first quarter is Bryce Allison comes in now.
And Noah Hogan, number 24, is also in. He inbounded that ball to Jace Dunlap, who's at the top of the key. Over to Hogan. Back to Dunlap. Let's see, I believe that's Barentime looking. Finds Jones. Gives it to Hogan. Greenbrier moving the ball. Not a lot of answers there. Good defense by Van Buren. They need some help. Tried to go up with it was Barentime. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Pointers. Another three-pointer for Estrada, in and out, won't go. Off the hands of Greenbrier, will remain with Van Buren.
I'll tell you, Greenbrier's been pretty fortunate with the three-point ball for Van Buren. They've missed a handful of open looks.
Yeah, Estrada had a good look that made it, that missed there. This is number 22, Connor Myers, missing three-pointer, so Dunlap will slowly bring the ball down. Let's see if Greenbrier can settle a little bit here with 28 seconds. See if they can get a basket. They've got this game tied. Robinson on the bench right now, taking a much-needed rest. Back out to Dunlap at the top. Barentime quiet so far. Let's see if they can get him going. Oh, a bad turnover. Number 24 for Van Buren steals it. That is Jose Estrada and takes it coast to coast. 14-12, 5 seconds left. Dunlap, Barentime takes a long three, not going to count. 14-12 at the end of the first quarter. Van Buren in a hard-fought, very physical first quarter, and we'll take a quick timeout.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
45. All right, welcome back. It is the start of the second period at the Panther Pavilion. Van Buren took a lead late in that first period. It's 14-12 Van Buren. Greenbrier will inbound the ball. Number 1, Jacob Mathis, who a little bit of foul trouble early. Just 2, but not what you want to happen. A lot of fouls called. Number 1, Jacob Mathis inbounds it and runs it with the ball now for the Panthers. Barentime a little quiet, had a three at the end of the game, or end of the half, or first period that did not go in. Robinson's had a big game. They tried to get it down low to him, but it's another turnover. Estrada, who had a big first quarter, passes it inside. Number 14, Brandon Miller goes up. They're going to call a foul. Let's see who they get for it.
Reese Jones.
Reese Jones, okay.
Reese got into foul trouble about 2 games ago.
Okay.
And it hurt us. It hurt us.
That's his second.
He was out of the game. And then against Greenwood, he played well. He played more disciplined, and he ended up having a good game. And he was big for the Panthers. So him staying out of foul trouble is going to be big for this team.
You bet. Well, that's his second. And that's Brandon Miller, who misses the second of those free throws. Made the first one, rebounded now. Number 4, Jack Runzik with it to Barentime, back to Runzik. Greenbrier has went a little cold on the offensive end. Not a point in quite a while. They're going to get the ball to number 1, Jacob Mathis, who gets it down low. And big Josh Robinson turns, shoots, won't get it to go, gets his own rebound, back up with it. Can't get it to fall again. And they're going to call a foul on the Panthers, I believe, on Robinson.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a push off there. He kind of put an elbow in a rib.
Maybe a little too much of offensive lineman move right there.
Yep.
So Robinson with the foul, Van Buren with the ball. 15-12 Van Buren, early second period. Pass inside, it is a turnover. Number 10, Devin Gaddis threw that in, but it couldn't be handled by the Van Buren team.
And you see, that's where Van Buren's hurt themselves the most.
You bet. I think that's at least the third time that's happened.
I was about to say, they must have missed anywhere from 4 to 6 points off of just self-inflicted turnovers.
You bet. Greenbrier's got to consider themselves a little fortunate at this point that it's only a 3-point game in favor of Van Buren. Runzik set to bring the ball in, but there's a conference happening at the middle of the court. from the officials. And Greenbrier really needs a basket right here. Robinson had some chances last time, 2 touches before on that third, getting called for an offensive foul. So it looks like they're going to do. Should have been a 1-and-1. Okay. So it looks like it should have been a 1-and-1 play. And so Van Buren's going to get a shot here for some free throws. The officials are explaining it. Number 14, Brandon Miller, is going to go to the line.
It should have been a 1-and-1 play from whenever Josh Robinson fouled.
I believe so. That would have made it the 7th. Yeah. So way back when Josh Robinson got the foul. But then again, the ball was thrown away down here. Was there a foul before Gaddis threw that ball away? And by the way, Miller did miss that 1-and-1, so no points for for Van Buren. Number 10, Barentine, is going to bring the ball down the court. Greenbrier in desperate need of some points here. Still just a 3-point game, but you feel like this is important. Nice 3-point shot. Count it! And just like that, with 6 minutes, 30 seconds, Greenbrier ties it. That's got to get the confidence level up.
That's what Big Nate Barentine needed.
Yes, he did. If you can get a little inside-out game going with Robinson and Barron. There's a steal. Looking up, Reese Jones coasting. Get it in there. 17, 15, 5 quick points. See, I'm not the math guy. 5 quick points for the Panthers. And just like that, they're up by 2 with 6 minutes left to play. Van Buren moving the ball around. This is Gaddis, who threw it away just a little bit earlier.
JB, if you're listening, I just want you to know I'm missing your math degree right now.
That's right. That's right. Salisbury with a big 3-pointer to take the lead, 18-17. Yes, JB, we miss your math skills. Numbers are not my friend. Greenbrier down by 1, passes out. That's Runzik with the ball. Barentine hit a 3 when he was down here last time. Out to Mathis. Mathis over to Runzik. Short shot jumper. He just short-armed that, and somehow Greenbrier comes up with a rebound, but offensive foul. And that is on Runzik. That's his 2nd foul. And that's their 8th team foul.
You know, we talked about this in our last broadcast, but sometimes you're going to have a crew that's probably going to call maybe a little bit more fouls than another crew might call. So you got to kind of play to the refs sometimes. They're making a lot of calls. It's a physical game. I get it.
That's
so
right.
Maybe you got to bring the physicality down a little bit.
Well, Miller to Salisbury there for an easy 2 points, and now it's a 3-point lead. So exchanging 5-point runs, both of these teams are. And now Greenbrier trying to get the ball down low. Can't do it. Robinson did not give up on it. They're going to call a jump ball. And that's going to be Van Buren's ball. So Greenbrier got it back down the court, tried to get it down low. Robinson couldn't handle the pass. Van Buren ends up with a jump ball at possession. Gaddis brings the ball down the court. And it's a 20-17 lead here in the 2nd quarter at the Panther Pavilion. Greenbrier had a 5-0 run. Nice. Let's see. It was a steal. Barentine got it. They called a foul on number 35. Yeah, Connor Brady. So that's going to send Barentine to the line, and that's who you want there. 1-and-1 for Barentine.
Big Nate Barentine, and this will get him another chance just to get a couple shots going.
Yeah, get that shot, get that feel. First one's up, and good. Dancing around until he cashes that dance card in. If you listen to our first broadcast, you know that's kind of a fun line. The 2nd shot up, it's off the back iron, not going to go in. It remains a 2-point Van Buren lead. Long pass down the court for Van Buren, but they're going to reset it out in the front court. There's Devin Gaddis for Van Buren.
Sorry, guys. I had the camera on the wrong side of the court.
That's okay. Runs it, a little good defense, get that ball moving. Van Buren being patient. Greenbrier giving them a little bit of space. Great steal by Reese Jones. No foul called. He's going to go up with it and put that in. We are tied at 20. He picked his pocket. A clean steal right there for Reese Jones, and he needed that one as well. Van Buren trying to get it down low. It is going to be an errant pass on Gaddis again.
It's been that left side.
It really has.
Almost every time.
I thought they might get us for a kick there, but our guy did not touch it. So Greenbrier gets the ball off the Van Buren turnover. Runzik's going to bring it down the court. Out to Reese Jones. Out to Mathis, who's going to get the offense going, set. Back over to Runzik. He's looking at Barentine to Mathis. Mathis drives in. He's fouled. Shot won't go. And he's going to get 2 shots at the line. Chance to take the lead with 3.5 minutes in the second quarter. Mathis has some early fouls, but he's played some strong basketball here in the second period. The first one's up, not going to fall. It just rims out. Brandon Miller for Van Buren gets called on that foul. Let's see if Mathis can make the second end of this one. It's up, and yeah, that's all net, so that's what we needed. 21-20 Greenbrier, 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the game. Gaddis with the ball for Van Buren. Looking out to Estrada, who's had a good first quarter, quiet second quarter, and wow, long three-pointer. Number 12, Salisbury, just drained it. He's up to 8 points now for the Van Buren Pointers. Runs it with the ball, sets out to Reese Jones. He looks there at Mathis. Mathis quick, and he's going to be fouled. Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I didn't like it personally.
Yeah, you got to let them play. I agree. My homerism comes out sometimes, Van Buren fans. I apologize. Jacob Mathis at the line now. Chance to try to get the front end of this 1-and-1. He can't get it short, but Robinson gets that rebound. Haven't called his name in a while. Yeah, you want to be able to let these guys play, Talon, and right there maybe you think, why not? And not a great pass inside. Van Buren's going to pick that off. That's number 12, Salisbury. Another three-point attempt. Count it for him. He's up to 11 points, and it is a 26-21 lead for the Van Buren Pointers. Talon, just, again, some self-inflicted wounds there.
Yeah, you got to face guard that guy. You got to get up in his face. You can't let him put his eyes on the basket whatsoever.
Yeah, those last 2 threes he made spot up, feeling that shot, nothing but net, just really pretty shots. And now all of a sudden,
that last one, that's what you call a heat check shot.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, and then we need to get Nate Barentine going that way and get back in this ball game. Lots of fouls, 9 team fouls for Van Buren, 8 for the home Panthers, 17 in the first half.
Yeah, that was something I talked about a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much that there are that many fouls. I think there are a lot of calls, a lot of things being called. I don't think it goes bad either way, but
and to their credit, they're doing this to both teams. So,
yeah, that's what I was trying to word there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah,
and that's Runzik to Robinson. Yeah, that's to Reese Jones, back to Runzik. Out to Barentine, had the ball. Now it's in the Dunlap, trying to get not a good decision by Dunlap right there. Probably should have taken that shot instead of passed it.
Should have, but, Dunlap is a young sophomore, and he primarily shoots the 3 ball. That's not really his shot.
Barentine with a great rebound, a long missed shot. Greenbrier for 3, can't get it to fall. Wow. Looks like if you get close, you're going to get called for a foul there. I believe that's on Barentine. Let's see how many that gives him. That gives him 2, and that's going to be a 1-and-1. Last 2 minutes of this half could go the distance.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller at the line for Van Buren.
And what's tough is you get these guys in a foul trouble here in the first half. They're still in foul trouble in the second half.
That's right. The fouls don't disappear for the players. And Talon, while he's shooting that shot, he makes both of those, so it's 28-21. Dunlap had a chance maybe to take the shot, ends up turning it over. The foul occurs. Dunlap with the ball again. Primarily a three-point shooter. Out to Runzik. Runzik looking. He tries to switch it up in midair. Can't get it to fall. Dunlap with a good rebound, though, and Greenbrier gets another chance. Long pass off the hands of Jones into the hands of Runzik. Now Barentine with the ball. He's going to drive. He's looking, needs some help. Oh, just kind of throws it away. Gaddis looks over, not sure who he's throwing to. Estrada, though, somehow comes up with it. And now Gaddis with a long three for Van Buren. That's going to be off the rim, rebounded by Miller. Van Buren, a couple of rebounds there. Off his hands, down low. And Greenbrier's going to come up with a Dunlap, gets the pass from Jones down low. A lot of movement down there.
Yeah, a lot was
and
going on
surprisingly, no
that play.
fouls.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
So sometimes they let them play, maybe sometimes not.
But, you know, I never really felt like there was ever a control of the basketball.
No, that's true. You're right. Long three from Barentine. Can't get it to fall. Good rebound by Runzik. Let's see if Greenbrier can find something. Barentine again. Still can't get it to fall. And that's going to be Estrada, 50 seconds, 28-21 Van Buren with 50 seconds, 45 seconds to the half. Number 12, Salisbury's had himself a first half, a couple of big three-point plays, three-point shots. Gaddis, a couple of turnovers, but has played okay here in the first half for the Pointers. Greenbrier really needs to get the ball back and see if they can get some points before the half.
Looks like Van Buren wants to try and hold it for that last shot, though.
They really do. You don't want, with fouls the way they are, you can't risk going out there and fouling them. So I think they're going to get their wish here. Holding the ball, getting it down low. That's Miller, number 14. And there's a travel with 9 seconds left. So Greenbrier, who's down by 7, has a chance to get the last shot of this half. They'll inbound the ball from the near side. That's Runzik. He's going to get it out to Barentine. 9 seconds left. Greenbrier will try to get some shots here. 3 seconds. Shots up. Not going to fall. And we're going to go into the half with Van Buren leading here at Panther Pavilion over the Greenbrier Panthers 28-21. And we're going to take a break for a little bit at the half.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And we're back here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. I'm Talon Newton. Alongside me right now is Emma Ream, player of the game for our Lady Panthers. The game that most of you had watched previous to this one, where the Lady Panthers came out with a huge conference win to boost them to 1-1 in conference play. Emma, I want to get you comfortable in here so we have some good conversation. So I'm going to start out. What is your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. Purple's actually my favorite color too, believe it or
purple.
not. I'm a big fan of the color purple. So now that you might feel a little bit more comfortable, let's talk about your performance tonight. You wear the number 23, and that's how many points you put up tonight.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your scoring?
I'm glad I finally got a higher scoring game. I haven't been putting up as many points these past couple of games, so it felt good to kind of get confidence back.
Yeah, we talked a lot about how just watching a shot come in can really boost the confidence in a player.
Yeah.
And I'm sure watching a lot of them, I don't know how many shots you took that went in, but 23 points worth of shots can really build a lot of confidence.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so we talked a lot about how you were averaging almost 20 points a game last year, and then this year it was a little bit less. Tonight you kind of had a breakout game.
Mm-hmm.
You built a lot of confidence, and you tell me that the game Tuesday got canceled against Russellville, so you have almost about a week off.
Right.
You get a break. How are you feeling about that break? How's the team feeling about the big break that y'all are about to get?
I think we're excited just to get a break, but Coach also reiterated earlier after the game that we got to have good practices and make sure we don't fall behind from having that game off and a week off. So I hope we keep it up in practice.
And that's against Siloam Springs?
Friday, yes.
Friday night. Is that on the road, do you know?
It's home again.
It's home. All right, well, we'll be here. Mm-hmm. We'll be watching for you, and we're going to hope for another 20-point game, Emma.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It was good. Coach Edmondson joins us now. Coach, tell me, how you feeling? Big win.
Feels really good to get that first conference win for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, we kind of had a setback there Tuesday with Greenwood, but it was good to come back tonight. Especially winning ones at home. You feel like you need to win all those, and it was a big win for us.
Yeah, Coach, it was exciting to watch these girls play. It was a tough loss Tuesday night to Greenwood. In the third quarter, Greenwood plays such a deep team as to where we don't go as many deep. And we got into foul trouble, too. And we saw JoJo Jerry play some significant minutes tonight. What was kind of going into that? I know Riley Mott was out as well. Mm-hmm. Did you go to JoJo Jerry earlier in the game because of what kind of happened on Tuesday, where you had some girls kind of get a little tired a little quicker?
Well, we had the foul trouble. I think Kylie picked up her third. They're late in I think it's the third quarter, I think. And just JoJo's will take care of the basketball. And she stepped up big for us, especially there late in the game. She did some good things defensively, but she really did a good job of taking care of it.
Yeah.
And you're always kind of worried about, she's getting some minutes there late in the game. I was kind of worried about the nerves a little bit, but she handled herself really well. She stayed under control. She didn't rush anything. And I thought she did a great job.
Coach, we talked about up here how y'all like to push the ball a lot. Y'all like to go up-tempo. And whenever you kind of get a little pickpocket and you have someone running down the floor, you kind of have those long passes that go almost all the way down the floor. Is that something y'all practice a lot of, those long floor passes.
Yeah, well, working on transition stuff, that's kind of an everyday thing for us, and it's kind of just worked into stuff that we do. But, our guards are so good at seeing the floor, and Alex Newland is about as good as anybody. He's getting a rebound and making an outlet where we can catch it with some momentum going toward our side, and they like to play that way too. And then they made some big plays tonight, especially there was one where Kylie made a heck of a catch there in traffic, and then made a move and finished, or either got fouled or something. But that's kind of our game. If we can get out in transition and push the tempo, that's kind of the pace we want to play at.
Yeah, Coach, and, you have a great game tonight. Usually you're going to have another game on Tuesday, but I hear this one got canceled, so you don't have another game till Friday. That's a week off in the beginning of conference play. How are you feeling about that?
Right. It's unfortunate, and it's just kind of the times that we're in right now. Russellville had some quarantine issues and some COVID stuff going on, but that's just part of it, and you're just going to have to adapt and move on, and we'll have to make that one up later on, which will probably give us a 3-game week at some point, but that's just part of it, and we're just going to have to roll with it and have a good week of practice and get ready for Siloam on Friday.
So will there be any kind of maybe scrimmage that you're going to do within yourselves on Tuesday to keep up?
If it's possible to maybe find a game, we had to cancel that CAC game earlier in the year, and so not necessarily them, but maybe somebody close, local, that if it works out. But our main focus is our conference stuff, so if that works out, great, but our focus is Siloam on Friday for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach, and we're going to look forward to it. We'll be here, and we'll talk to you again in a week. So thanks for joining us, Coach.
All right, thanks, Talon. Appreciate it, guys.
Okay, we're all set to start the second half here at the Panther Pavilion. A foul-laden first half, but 28-21. Greenbrier brings the ball across the timeline, runs with the ball. Greenbrier down by 7. Van Buren up 28-21. Mathis with the ball now. Back out to Jones. Not quite expecting it, but holds on to the pass. Runs it now, driving in, looking. Finds Jones. They're going to call a travel. And that's a turnover for the Panthers. Not what you want on your first possession coming out of the half, Talon.
No, you wanted some points. You wanted to build the confidence level. You wanted to see your offense work. But now you got to go back down on the defensive end where Van Buren's been great offensively as of late.
Yeah, and really outside of kind of hurting themselves, might even be further ahead. But there's a turnover, just hurting themselves again. It's Runswick with the ball. So Greenbrier desperately needs some points. Barentine long three, can't get it to fall. Saved, and I believe, Greenbrier's going to have the ball. Barentine got the long save from Jones. Jones underneath the Robinson. He can't get it to go. Second chance, puts it in. 28-23. You feel like maybe that's the key to the second half is get the ball down low to big Josh Robinson.
That, and even play hard, just like Reese Jones was just doing. Don't
give up
back
on the play.
Inbounds. Yeah.
Yeah, Jones didn't give up. It ended up being a second opportunity that Greenbrier took advantage of. So defensively, a couple of stops early for Greenbrier. Down by 5, 28-23. Nice screen, Estrada, all net, and the three is good. Jose Estrada makes it 31-23. Runzig brings the ball down the court now. Barentine to his right, that's who he passes to. Greenbrier gets it close. Mathis, a wide open three. Count it, is good. With almost 6 minutes left, Mathis with a big three-pointer to cut the lead to 5, 31-26. Boy, that was big time.
Yeah, you love it from the big playmaker, Jacob Mathis. Hitting a big three-point shot. It's not something he does a lot, but when he does, he knows. He thinks about it. He makes sure that it's the right play, and he had a wide open look, and he finished it.
You bet. Great shot. Good defense so far on this possession. Mathis playing strong D. That gets Barentine out, runs it out. Of course, Robinson kind of circling down low. He and Reese Jones. Point is up. And just like that, Salisbury for Van Buren answers with a 3. The lead is back to 8, 34-26, 5.5 minutes left in the third period.
Salisbury is – that play was 100% designed for him. There's about a brick wall of screeners in front of him.
Absolutely.
To set up an open shot.
Absolutely. Josh Robinson for Greenbrier there goes up big, cuts the lead to 6. Yeah, Salisbury's kind of, been feeling that shot all night. I think that's his third. Well, he's got 17 in the game. A little bit of movement there. The shot for 3 won't go. Pulled down by Robinson. Looking for some help. Finally, he just kind of holds it until they clear out. That's Runzik that brings it down. Greenbrier down by 6 to Van Buren. Runzik looking, finds Mathis on the outside. Mathis now, short shot. Can't quite get it there. And Van Buren rebounds. 14 Miller takes the shot up. He's going to make the 2, and they're going to add 1 to it with the foul shot. So there's our first foul called in the second half, but it's going to send Van Buren to the line for that 3-point play if Miller can knock this down. 36-28. Man, it's going to rim out. And Robinson with a big rebound for the Panthers. So they don't get the third or the old-fashioned 3-point play to work. Runzik holding the ball. This is Reese Jones. Mathis had a big 3 earlier. Oh,
Runzik was wide open on that other side.
He
of the
was.
court. You would have loved to see a pass out there. And he's a kid who can shoot the 3 ball.
That's right, yeah. If he had just looked the other way. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take that timeout with him.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
All right, Greenbrier breaks the huddle, comes out. Trailing in this game 36-28 to the Van Buren Pointers. Third period, 4 minutes, 19 seconds left. Van Buren with the ball. Miller's going to inbound it to Estrada. Greenbrier's going to add a little pressure right here. Just a little bit. Barentine, Jones. Now they break the press. Strong defense. Estrada not going to get in, but what a rebound by Miller. He passes back out to Salisbury, who's been red hot tonight. Now Estrada, count that 3, 39-28.
Estrada had a great ball handling move
my.
down low there in his early possession whenever he missed the bunny.
Greenbrier gets it down low to Robinson. He's been a force down there. If they can get it down there consistently, it might open some out on the perimeter, but that perimeter has been shut down tonight.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot of tight defense out there, forcing them to work it back inside.
Runzik looking. Reese Jones for 3. No, but I believe they called a foul. A foul on the 3-pointer. So,
oh, man.
3 shots. Reese Jones for Greenbrier. That was Brandon Miller, by the way, of Van Buren that picked up that foul. That's his second. First of the 3 is no good. Take a breath and try to knock these next 2 down. We need them. 39-28, 3 minutes, 26 seconds left in the third period. Jones up with his second, knocks it down. It's funny sometimes how that first one just wobbles, and then it's like, oh, here's how you do it.
You're set after that. You know, I remember seeing a video. John Daly was telling Coach Eric Musselman that he needed to make sure that his players have a routine before the free throw.
Greenbrier playing some strong press defense there. Mathis got to the inbounds but knocked it out, so it'll remain Van Buren's ball, but not to interrupt your story there, but that was good defense by Greenbrier.
Yeah, you get that routine a little bit, and it just feels right. And sometimes you may mess up on your routine, and then it's all bad.
Offensive foul. Salisbury kind of lowered that shoulder. They're going to call that one. And the ball is now turnover. Greenbrier down by 9, feeling maybe a little momentum in the building. Runzik into Mathis. Back to Runzik. Yeah, he just lowered it too much, a little bit push off. Can't do that. Mathis now, 16 feet. Not going to fall. There's a lid on our basket, Talon. It's just not happening. Estrada down with Van Buren. Now it's Salisbury. Called on that foul a bit earlier. Estrada, long three and all net. And just like that, it's a 12-point Van Buren advantage. Jose Estrada knocks that one down. Runzik brings it down, 42-30. Here's Reese Jones, had a big basket earlier. Runzik again. Haven't heard from Barentime or Robinson in a while, but that's going to be a turnover. Mathis went up, could not get it to fall. Went off the hands of Greenbrier offensive rebounders. And now Van Buren will inbound the ball, leading 42-30, 2 minutes, 35 seconds left. If there's ever a time for a stop, you feel like this is it.
Oh, absolutely. Got to play big on defense, and you can't let Estrada mess you up like that with his handles, because he will.
Yeah, he's got a smooth shot. And just like that, Brandon Miller for 2 puts it up 44-30. Dunlap with the ball coming down the court for the Panthers.
Van Buren kind of cut the errors out and started playing a lot better on the offensive end of things.
They really did. That three-pointer from Jones is off. There was a moment with a little bit of momentum. Oh, goodness. Reese Jones thought he had the block. Estrada again for 3. And the lead is up to 17, and there's a timeout on the floor from Greenbrier. Van Buren fired up. Greenbrier for a moment had some momentum, and the air is out of the sails right now. You have to wonder, up 17 with 2 minutes left in the third period. Greenbrier needs to muster up some stops and some points.
Yeah, no kidding. They really, Estrada is really working Greenbrier in this quarter. His ball handling is not anything that you want to mess with. He's playing just some really great ball. And what's funny to me is that he's missed 2 or 3 layups, but he's shooting some of the best three-point shots I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's textbook. And you look over at the scoreboard, he's got 17 points. You look at Salisbury with 17, and both of them just, when they've got a chance to shoot the 3, they've just had sort of a textbook shot that has just really kind of blown the lid off this game. Up 17, 2 minutes left in the third period. Brandon Miller adding that 9 points in. That's a tough trio, but there's time. Now, if you're Greenbrier, you just want to kind of chip away at this. You got 2 minutes and then 8 minutes in the fourth. Find a way, like you said, to break some of those handles, get a few shots, and you can be back in this game. Barentine can get going. Noah Hogan in the game. Dunlap to Jones. Rims in and out, won't fall. Van Buren rebounds it, and a great steal. Oh, Jones was there. They will call it jump ball. Possession belongs to Van Buren.
Danny, I want to say real quick, something that I love about this Van Buren team is almost every time that a player gets on the ground, these Van Buren players come up to the Greenbrier players and help them up.
You bet.
That's not something you see at really any level of basketball, and that's great sportsmanship. That's something I really appreciate.
You bet. You appreciate that on every level. You know that's from coaching, and you know when you're up 17, even for our Panthers, there could be a little chippiness that's not there. Let's hope it doesn't go there. But you're right, good sportsmanship, and Van Buren moving that ball around, and they are feeling it right now. They're just flying around, but that's not going to go in, and Robinson is going to get the rebound. That was number 11, Henry, who tried to put it in. Didn't go, and another Greenbrier turnover. Dunlap cannot handle the pass, and Van Buren's Brandon Miller will inbound it to Henry.
That was where you needed to capitalize.
You bet. You bet. You had a good stop here on defense, and you would hope to got some points there. But let's just do it again. That's what you do. Big number 35 takes a shot for Van Buren. Number 11, Damon Criswell in the game. He gets that rebound. Barentine out to Dunlap. Long three-pointer, not going to go. Criswell cannot handle the rebound. Van Buren gets the ball. Salisbury, who's had 17 in this game. If there's one thing that's been good, it's not quite as many fouls as being called in this second half. Miller just walks that in.
Yeah, he just powered his way through the younger and smaller Dunlap there.
Yeah, you can't go up against that. It is now a 19-point, 20 seconds left, 19-point lead. Van Buren, Barentine's been quiet tonight. Goes up with the shot, cannot get it to fall. But I believe there's going to be a foul. There will be, and that'll send Barentine to the line. Let's see who the foul was on. Jaden Henry of Van Buren picks up his third foul. Barentine, really, it'd be great to sink these two. And he gets the first. 49-31, 14 seconds left. Van Buren has used a big third quarter here to really make this game, just going to be a little more difficult going in that fourth quarter. Barentine's second shot's good. Now a little bit of pressure, slight pressure maybe. Greenbrier with 10 seconds trying to get the ball back. Van Buren looks all the way across the court. Salisbury with the ball, 5 seconds, 49-32. Shots up. Shot will not fall. And that'll be the end of the third period with a 49-32 Van Buren lead over the Panthers of Greenbrier here at the Panther Pavilion.
I'll tell you, he's going to have 1 minute to say a lot of things, and we'll see if he can do it.
Yeah, and at this point, you look at that 17-point lead, and certainly nothing is insurmountable. You know, you got 8 minutes. You want to get some good shots, play some good defense. Maybe you can go on a run like Van Buren did in that third period, but you want to finish strong at the very least. You don't want this to be a rollover and die type situation. You want to just finish strong, learn from it, and let's see what happens over the next 8 minutes.
And, you know, Van Buren's already got 3 fouls. Go push the ball to the basket.
You bet.
You know, I feel like we're settling for a lot of these 18, 16-foot jump shots.
Yeah.
Where statistically, those are the worst shots in basketball.
And Van Buren's doing enough on defense to alter those shots a little bit so they're not clean looks. You know, some of the threes that they made for Van Buren, just textbook, no hands in the face, and our guys quite haven't got those. You wonder if Josh Robinson plays a big factor here, like you said, with those fouls, if they can maybe feed the ball to him, get some points without wasting that clock, see what happens.
Yeah, you know, in the first quarter, they were going to Josh Robinson down low a lot. And there may have been 2 or 3 plays since then.
Yeah, kind of went away from it. Hogan with the ball out to Barentine. You can't take a lot of time on these possessions. Criswell passes in, and Barentine drives in, but they're going to call an offensive foul on him.
I don't know if I'm not going to say that I don't love it. I'm not going to say I don't like it, but I don't like when it was called.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Driving in like that, you hate to see that foul call. But it was, and Van Buren with the ball now play some defense.
And I just felt like the referee took his time on making that call. It was a few seconds after it had happened.
Little indecision, that's right. Number 1, Trevor Day for Van Buren puts it in. Makes it a 51-32 lead. Dunlap out to Hogan. Criswell with the ball, looking for help, but, yeah, moved that foot. 2 turnovers right out of the gate. And we talked about it. Got to finish strong. The guys need to keep their head in the game right here and finish strong.
Yeah, if they want to come back in this one, there's a lot of plays that they have got to make.
You bet. Yeah, with that foul situation, if they could just get to the line and not waste any clock getting some points, it would sure be a big boost to them. Van Buren moving the ball around, kind of content to move the ball a little bit more. Salisbury goes to 35, which is Connor Brady. He's fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's Barentine's 4th foul. You certainly don't want to lose a 3-point shooter when you're down by 19. 51-32, 6 minutes, 52 seconds. You want to keep Barentine in the game if you can, but Jones, Mathis, Runzik all come in for the Panthers. Hogan, Dunlap, and Criswell headed to the bench. Connor Brady, his second shot. He'll make that one. And it is now a 53-32 lead, 21 points. He made both of those free throws. Runzik driving in, now pulls it out. Finds Barentine, long three, count it! 53-35 with 6.5 minutes left. That three-pointer certainly was helpful. Let's see if they can get a few more of those.
Yeah, let's take a real quick break. We'll be right back with more Greenbrier.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Usually JB goes over the final stats, but we don't have that, so we won't do it. But we wrap it up quick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's not a lot more.
Okay. All right, 6 minutes, 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter here at the Panther Pavilion. It's been a long night for Greenbrier. Down by 7 at the half, find themselves down by 18 here in the fourth quarter. Van Buren with a big, strong third quarter, but Greenbrier a little bit of positive as Barentine just before that timeout hit a big three-pointer to pull this game within 18.
Yeah, and that's a momentum builder is what that is right there. You're going to take that shot and you're going to go build on it in the next possession.
You bet. Pressure from Greenbrier. Salisbury for three. That's not going to rim in. Runzik gets the rebound. Now he's driving down the court. Runzik looks out, and we're going to get a foul on the call. Looks like they're going to get number 22, I believe, of Van Buren. Nope, they're going to get Trevor Day on that one. Oh, Robinson trying to get at the Mathis. Jaden Henry takes it all the way. You have a positive and then something like that. 35-55. Van Buren extends it to 20.
Yeah, you make one error, and it seems like you just dug your hole a little deeper.
You bet. Well, they're made them pay for it tonight. No give-me's. Barentine loses a handle on the ball. Another turnover. The Van Buren sideline's fired up. Greenbrier now with 6 minutes left in the fourth. 55-35, down by 20. I've said it twice. I'll go ahead and say it again. Try to finish strong right here. Try to get some positives. Van Buren, though, has played very well tonight.
There was that stretch there in the third quarter where Van Buren was clicking on defense.
Oh, you bet.
They weren't allowing anything down low. They were forcing the outside shots, forcing those mid-range jumpers. And on offense, they got everything in the world that they wanted.
Good defense there from Greenbrier. Number one, Jacob Mathis kind of harassing the defender. That ball goes out of bounds. It is Greenbrier basketball. Mathis has the ball back to Runzik. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in this one. A 20-point Van Buren lead. Greenbrier looking for anything positive at this point. Mathis had a big three earlier. Out to Runzik. Count it! A three-pointer makes it a 17-point Van Buren lead.
Now you go play defense. You get a stop
back.
and you get
That's
the ball.
Right. Close. Oh, just about an inch. And that has happened time and time again. Van Buren, you're just inches from stealing that ball. Greenbrier is. Gets it down the court. And Connor Brady is able to get that ball in and draw the foul. So it's going to be 2 and this one on the and 1. Count it, the lead back to 20. 5:05 left, timeout.
Substitution.
Van Buren's going to sub in number 14, Brandon Miller. That's not good news for Greenbrier, that's for sure. Connor Brady, big minutes off the bench. Runzik into Jones. Runzik now down the court. Had a big three his last time out. Gets the ball to Mathis. Mathis looking in again, knocked away. Just can't quite get it over the height of some of these Van Buren defenders. It'll be out of bounds on Van Buren. Barentine's going to get the ball in. Back to Rusnick. Jack Runzik tonight. Driving in. Gets the ball to Mathis. Mathis looking to Jones. Jones for three. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Runzik reached in to grab that ball. They're going to call him for a foul, and that'll be his, I believe that's his third foul. Barentine's sitting there at 4. Nope, that's
fourth.
That's 4. So you don't want to lose those two guys for the last couple of minutes, so got to be careful here. Van Buren beats the press again, gets it down the court. Mathis tried his best. Ball's up. Ball's good. 3 points. 61-38 Van Buren. Just feeling it.
Yeah, Van Buren, I mean, as much as Greenbrier needs to build momentum, it feels like Van Buren has every bit of that momentum that Greenbrier wants,
That's
and
exactly
then some.
Right. Every time and this is mass subs here for Greenbrier, just putting everybody in. Looks like we have Trevor Noah Hogan's coming in. Damon Criswell, Bryce Allison, Jace Dunlap, number 33, Thomas Kendall's in. Maybe some fresh, move that back foot, and it's a turnover. Yeah, every time Greenbrier's got that momentum, or what felt like momentum, boy, Van Buren just snatched it back and added to what they already had.
And I'll tell you, Van Buren made a lot of mistakes there in the first half. And they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. And they haven't made a lot of self-inflicted wounds this half. They've played a lot more disciplined as compared to the first half. Granted, they've made some mistakes, but still much better.
Much better. I mean, it was a 7-point lead for them at the half, and now they're up by 23. So definitely put it together here in the second half of basketball. Greenbrier. That's Criswell on the defender. Dunlap down low alongside Thomas Kendall. Van Buren went down low, but they're going to get a foul. Noah Hogan gets called for that foul. 3 minutes, 44 seconds left in the game, 61-38. Now Van Buren will sub in several players. Gaddis is going to inbound the ball, looks long, finds number 3, Thomas Davis. Criswell on Davis. Now Dunlap comes out. He's on Gaddis. Dunlap's been scrappy tonight. Kendall out there helping. Ooh, might have had a chance there for a turnover. Gets it down low. They're going to call a tie-up. It's Van Buren's ball on the jump ball. A couple of Greenbrier players came down, hands on that ball.
Yeah, a couple of players were there. And
they got to get that rebound.
There are a lot of guys on the floor right now that don't get heavy minutes, don't get a lot of chances to play during the games. And so this is an opportunity for them to kind of showcase what they can do and what they can provide for this Panthers team.
That's exactly right. This is a valuable you hate it because you don't like the score. And Van Buren steals that number 4, Dylan Barlow, coast to coast. Drops it in, and it's a 25-point Van Buren lead. But times like this, trying to teach these guys who maybe not get in the game as often just to get a feel for real game experience. Number 45, Bryce Allison, thought about it. Dunlap does, not going to go in. Van Buren's number 14, Brandon Miller to Gaddis. Gaddis up with it. Not going to go. Lots of hands on the ball. Let's see. It's going to remain with Van Buren out on Greenbrier. But, yeah, I think Talon now you just go, hey, can we get some real game experience for these guys? Gaddis and Miller head to the bench for Van Buren.
And, you look at the beginning of the game, that first half, so many fouls. It was hard to drive to the basket because there was almost a foul every play. It's hard to be aggressive. Jacob Mathis, I think even within the first 2 to 3 minutes, had 2 fouls.
You bet. Yeah, you take that aggression away. Number 30, who is not on my roster, so Van Buren fans, I apologize, but number 30 just knocked down a big three-pointer to make it almost a 30-point lead, 28 points. And there's Thomas Kendall for a three-pointer, back to a 25-point lead. Yeah, take away that aggression, any type of flow, momentum, and all of a sudden Van Buren gets hot, and all of a sudden it's a 25-point game. And minute 55 seconds left here at the Pavilion. Greenbrier with some youngsters in who don't get a lot of playing time. Kendall with a big three-pointer right there. We got a travel on the court, number 21 for Van Buren. And so Greenbrier will get the ball. Minute 45 seconds left, fourth quarter, 66-41 Van Buren. Kendall to Criswell to Hogan. Or excuse me, Allison. Allison with the ball. To Criswell. And another three for Kendall. Kendall with back-to-back three-pointers. 66-44, 22 points on the lead.
Back in my high school days, I had a three-point contest with his older brother. And if you've ever seen me play basketball, you know the one thing I can't do is shoot the three-pointer. It just my brain breaks down every time I try.
Yes.
So it didn't go very well.
Yes, I understand that well. An errant three by Thomas Davis there is brought down by our number 3, Jace Dunlap. And look at Criswell drive in and get the basket and one. So these are some positives. Kendall's back-to-back threes. Criswell driving down, a good pass from Dunlap.
Well, you know, Kendall was someone who contributed a lot early in the season. Greenbrier, well, now that I'm thinking about this, no, it's not. No, Peyton Webb isn't playing, but Greenbrier has yet to put their entire roster out on the floor for a game. They haven't. There's been an injury, a quarantine, something has happened.
Just rotten luck, you bet.
Yes, so
absolutely.
They have yet to field their entire roster in a game.
And Criswell got that steal there and came down and was fouled. He's going to get 2 shots. He made 1 of 2 last time he was down there. Criswell up with the first one, and it's good. So back to 19 points. Yeah, me and three-pointers go together like oil and water. And my son is quite the three-point shooter, and he makes both those, by the way. Criswell does. So 66-48. Good experience for these youngsters, but, yeah, when your roster can't quite get on the floor at the same time, it does make the continuity tough. It makes it difficult to get any momentum, any type of I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it'll be good when everybody's
any kind of flow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you throw all those fouls in.
Yeah, and, you know, you look at the starting lineups for the first game we ever had, and you look at every single starting lineup from then on out, it's almost a different starting lineup every single game.
Yes. Yeah, that makes it tough on the coach. Criswell put up a 3, not going to work. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's going to be a 66-48 win for the Van Buren Pointers over the hometown Greenbrier Panthers here at the Panther Pavilion. Just could not get it to go their way at all. Couldn't make a lot of free throws. Their perimeter shooting was off, and then couldn't get it down low. Just give Van Buren the credit
and you
that
know,
they deserve.
It felt that every time Greenbrier may have kind of started to get something going. Maybe it was they knocked down 1 or 2 three-point shots. Well, Van Buren's going to go guard the three-point shot.
That's exactly right.
Get it down to Josh Robinson down low. You start getting a couple of twos falling in, a couple of layups drop. Go guard Josh Robinson really hard. Van Buren adjusted to what Greenbrier threw at them really, really well. And I think that's the story of this game.
Totally. You got Nate Barentine that can't quite get going. Mathis, who's taken out of commission early. It just all snowballed on them because, again, a 7-point lead for Van Buren at the half. You think, okay, not great, but we're in it. And then you get to the fourth quarter down by 20, at times 25, almost 30 at times. So you get out of here with a 20-point loss, and you know what? You're going to take this, and your next game you're going to play better from it because, you know, you lose like this, you tear it up, but you learn from it.
Yeah, Danny, absolutely. There's a lot to learn here. I don't know if this boys team will be playing on Tuesday. I would imagine that they will. it's just the girls' team. Their game got canceled, and we'll definitely be Friday's game. I don't know if Tuesday's on the road or not, but check our Facebook pages, Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We'll have that information out there for you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're really trying to get to 1K subscribers on YouTube, really trying to push that. So go tell all your friends about it. Thank you all for joining us. The girls get a big win tonight, going 1-1 in conference, and the boys take a tough loss, and they'll move to 1-1 in conference as well. Hopefully we'll see you Tuesday. If not, we'll see you on Friday. Y'all all have a great one. And Danny, thank you for joining us, filling in for our guys tonight.
Yeah, JB will be back next week, but this was fun tonight. Thanks so much.
Y'all have a good one.